Hello, hello. We are back with some more Bazaar. And we got the expansion. We'll talk about it in just a second. Take a look at what's inside it. And then we will do a normal run with it and then try and do a ranked one run with it. So let's get started, shall we? Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more of the Bazaar. And today, I finally got the Dualtron expansion for Dooley this morning. I haven't played it yet, but obviously I've seen some other Doolies with it. So I got an idea of what's going on in here. Let's take a look at the stuff. My impression of it immediately is that the bugs are very strong. And it actually gives Dooley something to do besides the exact same few items that he uses with Power Drill every single game. Now he can use the bugs with Power Drill instead. We'll start with this top row because I don't really see people use any of these top row things, so I guess we can look at them really quick. Got Z Sword, damage, burn, adjacent items have reduced cooldown, and it has multicast if you have a large item. So obviously you could see a lot of these on Dualtron, like on his back and stuff. So they're supposed to be synergistic with Dualtron, I guess. Then you got Z Shield, Shield, and Freeze. Adjacent items reduce cooldown, and if you have a large item, it has multicast. So you can already see that you want to like put these on either side of Dualtron. And they have multicast, and they also reduce the cooldown of this 30-second Dualtron. Then we got Satcom. I don't think I've seen anyone use this. Haste the friend to the right of this for 2 seconds. At the start of each day, get a small friend from any hero. Honestly, not that great. I mean, it kind of almost seems like an item. It kind of seems a lot like fishing rod for catfish, and I guess you could get catfish from this. So I don't know if it's doesn't really seem in too good because usually you don't end up using fishing rod a lot because it's too big. But you know, it could be okay at least early. When you use a friend, charge the core 1 second and haste a large item 1 second. Your Dualtron has the core type. Okay, so you could already see what's going on here. This item is making your friends charge the core, but you're probably not using the core. You're using Dualtron, which becomes a core, and you're charging him instead, and you're also hasting him. Is this worth it? I don't know. It seems like the item might be too big to be worth it, especially because if you think about it, to have this and have Dualtron, that's half your board right there. So I don't know if that's worth it. So let's take a look at Dualtron because a lot of these things seem to support him. When you haste, slow, poison, freeze, or burn, charge this 1 second. When you use a friend, shield 50. He deals 1,000 damage and he's on a 30-second cooldown. I did see that this guy already got nerfed. I think he used to shield more than he does, like twice as much. And I don't know if they changed anything else. But anyways, yeah, really long cooldown, and whenever you do anything, the cooldown goes down, right? So I think people are kind of using Dualtron like a power drill in a sense, because when he actually goes off, he does way more damage than a power drill. And the bugs are gonna enable him to go off a lot. So the bugs, I think, are where the super strong part of this expansion comes from. And it's kind of funny because you could see that the bugs are all supposed to be lined up and they have like they're on a wall together, but for some reason for this expansion page they didn't put them in order. Like they're supposed to be in a very specific order and they it lines up in a way so you know what the order is supposed to be. But the order becomes apparent when you start to read what they do. So you got Blue Beetle here. He freezes 1 item for 0.5 seconds, and I think this guy kind of replaces coolant for you because as you upgrade him, he freezes more items. And when an adjacent item poisons, then you charge it by 1 second. So you're going to see that there's also a bug that poisons. We got Black Spider. You slow one item for 1 second. I think he also slows multiple items. So you could see where this is going to be really good with Power Drill and then where this is going to be really good with Dualtron. Because if you're slowing multiple things, then you're getting multiple charges on Dualtron or freezing, blah, 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 blah. And when an adjacent item poisons or burns, this guy charges 1 second. So you can see that Blue Beetle's kind of on the edge because he's only supposed to be adjacent to a poison item. Whereas this guy's kind of in the middle because he's supposed to be adjacent to a burn and a poison. And obviously they made sure that the freeze item only had one thing it could benefit from because freeze is so freaking powerful. Next we got Red Firefly. He burns. These are all 6-second cooldowns, by the way, and they all can come at bronze, even though it's showing them. I think they can come at bronze because it shows their tooltip is bronze, but it's showing them all at silver. Pretty sure they could come at bronze unless they changed it. I've definitely seen these guys at bronze. When an adjacent item hastes or slows, charge this 1 second. So this guy slows, so Firefly's gonna be next to this, and we haven't quite made it to the haste guy yet. Now we got Green Wasp, which is poison. When an adjacent item slows or freezes, charge 1. So Green Wasp is supposed to be in between Blue Beetle and Black Spider. And then finally, we got Yellow Mantis. Haste 2 items for 1 second. He starts at 2 items hasted at bronze? That's kind of crazy. So you can see that these 3 are all really good for Dualtron and Power Drill because they hit multiple items, right? And then when they're also charging each other, it just becomes like a loop of destroy everything. Just constantly have things going off. So you no longer are as reliant on things like metronome, what's it called? Fiber optics. Although fiber optics and metronome still probably work great with Power Drill and the bugs, but you're not reliant on it anymore if you could pick up a few of these bugs that actually work together with each other. So this guy here, when an adjacent item burns, he's the right or outside edge. Because he only has one thing that charges him, so he's going to be next to Firefly. And so there you could kind of see the order. Yellow Mantis, Red Firefly, and then Black Spider in the middle, Green Wasp, and then Blue Beetle on the left side. Again, I don't know why they didn't put them in order on this page, but yeah, so that's the expansion. I have a small understanding of how it works, because I haven't actually used them. So we'll see what we can actually build. But I've been having a lot of fun with Dooley. I think I like Dooley more than Vanessa, even though Vanessa might be a little bit stronger. But so far, Dooley has mainly been like get Power Drill and try and win with Power Drill. There's only one time that I've won with something else, which was actually quite funny. Maybe I'll show it real quick. Because I took a screenshot of some of my earlier wins. So let's open this up here. So this is my Dooley win where I didn't have Power Drill and I decided to win with Boulder. And if you don't know what Boulder does, is that you can see it has 1 ammo, but Boulder does 100% of your enemy's max health. Now, the problem with Boulder is it has a 20-second cooldown. So, you need it to go off in a timely manner, otherwise you lose, right? So the entire strategy here was fiber optics with Uzi. And I also had an ability, I can't remember which ability it was, but it made it so every time... Oh no, it was the fiber optics was deadly, which made it every time the left item gets used, the right item gets 25% crit chance. Because I needed to have something if the enemy built up a shield. Like if they build up 10 shield and my boulder goes off, then it does 10 less than their max health and I just lose, right? Because I have nothing else that actually does any damage. So I needed to make sure that the boulder was critting 100% of the time. So I had deadly fiber optics, and that made it so all the Uzi had to do, and the Uzi had like slightly reduced cooldown from like a feather or something. So all the Uzi had to do was go off 4 times, and the boulder also had reduced cooldown from the thrusters here. And then the boulder would go off at essentially like right before 8 seconds, and it would guaranteed crit and just one shot the enemy. And it was just a crazy strategy because it gives them almost no chance to build up. Um, and I think I had like some other crazy combos, like the icicles. Even though they were just bronze, they were turbo icicles. So at the beginning of the match, they would haste 2 items. I don't know why they made icicles haste 2 items, which is kind of crazy. And then I also had, I think this ability, which I can't remember what it's called, but when you haste something, it also freezes something. So essentially, icicles was going off, freezing an item, hasting 2 of my items, and then freezing another item, which is just crazy value for a single bronze item on the board. But yeah, this was just kind of the strategy: get Uzi to go off 4 times, boulder one-shots them. And that was pretty much the only time I've won with Dooley where I didn't use power drill. So anyways, we're going to get into a normal game today where we're going to use the new expansion. Mainly I'm looking for the bugs, right? Because the bugs seem good. If we get Dualtron, I'll try and use him too. But otherwise, power drill's pretty easy to pick up and use with this as well. What do we want core-wise? Probably nothing different than normal. We're looking for companion core or ignition core, which neither of these is. So, weaponized core is probably the only one I've never used because it just seems like the worst one. So I think we're just going to go shield core. At least we'll get something out of it. So yeah, the unfortunate thing about Dooley is the core seems kind of bad in almost all cases. There's very few runs where I've actually brought the core to the end with me. And what are we doing? I've been consistently just going 12 gold, 2 income to try and like, even it just feels the best. Like if you get something bad from these two you kind of just have to win early and you have to keep winning. Whereas this one, if you don't win after picking this one, it's not over yet. Although I did recently realize something, like I feel like there's like tech that sometimes doesn't make sense to me until I see someone else do it. If you start with the enchanted item and you pick a good enchantment, you can then re-roll it at Mandala. So even if the item's bad but the enchantment's good, you can then search for a good item to go with the enchantment, which is an interesting idea. Now, I think still the same principle applies, where if the item's bad, you're going to start losing early. And I don't like going to Mandala a lot because he wastes, like, since he uses up the entire hour, it feels real bad. So I'm going to keep going with this. And my strategy, unfortunately, because you go income, pretty much requires you to go to the first shop. You can't pick the other things. Okay, this is interesting. The last run that I did this morning to actually unlock this expansion, I had a really good build that just like turboed out Monitor Lizard. It was a power drill build, but it was a turbo power drill. And I also had a skill that made it whenever you use a tool, which power drill is a tool, it would haste a tool. So it was turbo power drill that was also hasting again every time it got used, which was making Monitor Lizard stack like crazy. And I had fiery Monitor Lizard, so he had burn equal to his poison. So he was, by like 10 seconds into the fight, he was dropping down 200 poison, 200 burn. But Monitor Lizard's a little bit hard to use because it's 9-second cooldown. So I do like Pulse Rifle. Like, we're gonna pick up a Pulse Rifle. And I can never find a good way to use Wallace. It's like I gotta pick up the Monitor Lizard. Then we're gonna reroll. This is a little bit tough. The only reason I rerolled here was because I was really searching for those bugs. But we didn't find them. Again, I'm pretty sure they can be found at bronze. But if they changed it, then I made a mistake there trying to reroll. And the core is not really going to work for us day one, I don't think. With just 2 medium items. So I think instead I'm going to use Monitor Lizard to give Pulse Rifle a triple shot. And then we have no healing, and Dooley doesn't really do great healing, so I feel like Banana Bull's not the right one to go for. So I think we just go for Viper and hope we get Toxic Fang. Or, like, any of this stuff is fine, except I really just don't want regular Fang, probably. So yeah, I don't know if I should have gotten Monitor Lizard. The problem that we're going to run into with Monitor Lizard, we get the Lash Out, is since we don't have Companion Core, we have no way to haste Monitor Lizard. Now, they are going to give us a haste item, which is probably our best bet. Now that I've started to learn some stuff, Pulse Rifle I almost never upgrade unless they give it to me, like, in a shop, and I have plenty of gold. The core, I really don't need to upgrade this armored core right now. The only thing I would want to upgrade is Monitor Lizard, but Monitor Lizard's upgrade only matters if we have a way to haste him. So that means that this is kind of useless to us. Haste item could be good. Andy could also be good because we could find all the bugs here. The problem is if we get 2 bugs, Pulse Rifle becomes useless. I think I gotta go Andy, even though we only have 6 gold. Oh, that feels bad. Do I grab the thrusters? I do like just having thrusters. I think I just gotta reroll. Okay, there's one of them. So we're gonna grab Crypto, just to like give us a little bit more gold, and then we're gonna grab the Blue Beetle right off the bat. Now he works with Monitor Lizard, but obviously Monitor Lizard has a 9-second cooldown, so it's not great. And that does confirm that the bugs are still at bronze. So our build really sucks at the moment. I think the best way to fix it is just go Finn and give me some regen. And that should give us a decent chance here day one. Okay, Crypto's 5 gold, so we'll just take that immediately. And this kind of seems like our best build, huh? Pulse Rifle and Monitor Lizard? It's not great. I just, like, what else am I possibly gonna do? Because Pulse Rifle with Armored Core sucks because I don't have the triple shot. Monitor Lizard with Armored Core sucks. I only have 1 small item, so if I put in the Blue Beetle, then I'm missing out on an item. So yeah, this is probably our best build, unfortunately. Can it beat a Vanessa day one? Probably not. Unfortunately, Vanessa is very strong early. Although she is just healing. She's just sustaining, which is actually fine for us. The Pulse Rifle... I guess the Pulse Rifle will get in a little bit of damage. Really, we just need, like, Monitor Lizard to stack something? Okay, he's slowing us a lot. It's kind of rough, but I think our poison will prevail. The problem is his heal is kind of crazy. We want his heal to go off right before the sandstorm comes in. And we need him to die, yep, there we go, right before his heal. So we actually walk away with a win with this terrible board against the Vanessa day one, so kind of got away with murder there. Currently we're still 1 XP behind getting to level 3 by the end of day 2, although Mountain Pass fixes that. So we're just gonna go Mountain Pass. And then When you're on day 2, I feel like it's too risky to go escort, or at least that's been my experience so far. So I think we just eat the 1 XP from here and the 2 gold. That gives us a skill. Um, I think, like, there is a poison bug, the green wasp, and the other 2 don't help me. So I think we just go for the poison, because we have poison, we got poison, right? So we got something going on here. I think Kina, and just look for bugs. Hey, we got 2 bugs right there. So now we might actually be able to make some stuff happen. Buy crypto again, because I always buy crypto. I feel like crypto is such a weird item, because it's a Dooley item, right? So like other people, I've obviously gotten it before on Vanessa and stuff, but the fact that it's a Dooley item means that Dooley finds it all the time, and it's essentially just an item to sell. Like, there's no reason to put crypto on the board, which I guess there's some other items in the game that there's no reason to put on the board. But like, it doesn't do anything for Dooley. Like, the value stuff I think has synergies with some people like Pig. But Dooley, as far as I know, doesn't really have any value synergies. So the fact that crypto is a Dooley item just seems kind of weird. But I guess maybe that's all intended, right? That Dooley has a value item that he can just kind of use to generate a little bit of gold whenever he finds it. But like, if Pig ever finds it, then he's like happy about it because he can maybe use it for something else. I don't really know how Pig works that well. I do know he has some value synergies though. So anyways, slow or freeze. We got the freeze. And we got burn. We don't have a burn synergy. This is going to make pulse rifle suck now. I think we just keep looking. Haste the friend to the right at the start of each day. Who has the haste synergy? Or freeze. It's Firefly that has the haste bonus. Do I grab Satcom? Because in theory, Satcom could get me these guys. Also, Micro Dave. I feel like Wallace needs a lower cooldown. Like, Wallace should just be 6 seconds. So what am I doing here? I think Pulse Rifle's kind of dead now. I really want Micro Dave because it works so well with the little bugs. And I think I should get Satcom just to try and get me some more bugs in the early days here. So I think I'm just selling Pulse Rifle. It sucks that I can't sell the crypto quite yet. Give me Micro Dave. And give me the Satcom. So we really ate up all of our gold, but I think it's for good purpose. Let's organize our board now. Okay, so when you hover over these, it shows you which bugs benefit. Wait, no it doesn't. Why does this show Mantis? Like, why does this have Mantis covered like green? When an adjacent item slows or freezes, when an adjacent item burnt. Like, these two don't relate to each other at all. So when an adjacent item poisons, let's figure out how we want to do this. The blue beetle is supposed to be like you can see that it lines up, right? He's supposed to be on the outside edge, but we could put Monitor Lizard next to him. We do have a burn from Micro Dave. Try to figure out if this is better with just these items. We got nothing that charges... Or the item to the right here doesn't charge green wasp. So what's better, yellow mantis or monitor lizard? Problem is monitor lizard has such a long cooldown, and yellow mantis helps micro Dave. So I'm kind of tempted to just keep this. Is this going to be good enough to beat what's his face? Probably not, actually. Rogue Scrapper. Because we got no defense. But we do have the 5 regen. 5 regen's actually pretty good against Rogue Scrapper. I try to think, because having double poison, I think, just guarantees us to beat Rogue Scrapper. Ooh, but that kind of sucks. I'd rather swap sides here, because this guy's going to go off more often. And then, I mean, Micro Dave is fine, but Yellow Wasp... Yellow Wasp at least gives us 2 hasted every single time, which will make Monitor Wizard better. Monitor Lizard. So yeah, I think this is actually our better board. So this board just has double poison, and it stacks with this, so... you should be able to beat this guy. Monitor Lizard got slowed. Not great, but it'll end up being okay, probably. So yeah, you can see our regen's gonna do a lot here. And he has healing, but we're just gonna, like, outscale his healing. Does he have any crit? He doesn't have any crit. Yeah, he's just dead. We maybe spent too long trying to optimize this. Maybe could have just won with Micro Dave as well, but this was actually definitely the better board. Yeah, see, even with multiple haste procs for Monitor Lizard here, Green Wasp still did more. We get Rust. Rust is great. Although, how do these work? When an adjacent item. So this does not... Rust does not stack Green Wasp, where Rust does stack something like Power Drill. Okay, Quicksoul could give us bugs. But we don't have a lot of money. So I think we just grab a haste item, because I don't really want to transform any of my items right now. Gives us haste or rocket boots. That's interesting. We might actually put in rocket boots for the day 1 here. And then we'll just go Jungle Ruins, get some regen. Okay, we get to level 3. Get a bronze tier friend. I think we're going to take that, hope for one of the bugs. Hey, we got Wasp. We still haven't completed our collection, but we got Pig who lost day 1. So what do we want to do? Monitor Lizard with the rocket boots is actually going to be pretty good. So we go here, maybe put Micro Dave, and it's not going to fit. Are we really not going to be able to put down all of our items? So we want both of these next to that guy. So now Monitor... but the problem here is Monitor Lizard is not getting hasted if we do it like this. Probably better to have Monitor Lizard hasted because he's going to scale harder than Green Wasp. So yeah, the good thing about Rocket Boots is it hastes 2 items, right? So it's 2 stacks for Monitor Lizard. And then, so we're getting 2 stacks from Rocket Boots, 2 stacks from Yellow Mantis before Monitor Lizard goes off a single time. I like the bugs already. They're a lot more fun to play around with than like other early game Dooley stuff. The other early game Dooley stuff is just kind of boring. It's just like slap stuff on the board and hope you win. Okay, this guy's just doing like Mega Shield, which could be scary because we're not actually doing any damage to shields. And he crit. He crit with 4% crit chance, by the way, but our regen should help us a lot here. Okay, yeah, he's got so much poison. Even if he crits us... Oh, it didn't go off. I can't believe his first hit is 4% crit. But yeah, from what I understand, Pig is pretty weak early game, but he scales super hard. Oh, we got a random Yeti Crab. Which actually, that works well because he freezes and he gives poison. Yeti Crab actually synergizes with Green Wasp a lot, huh? Because he freezes, so he charges Green Wasp, and he also gives adjacent items 1 more poison. Now the question would be, do I want to pop Monitor Lizard over there? Which I probably will, but let's... I'm going to wait for a 4 or 5 value to sell that. Do I want Extract for Green Wasp, or do I go Kina and look for more bugs? Do I have anything I want to sell? I could look for more bugs. Okay, Snail has become significantly worse now because I think Green Wasp. Although the good thing about Snail is it does 2 different debuffs. And Snail, I guess, would work with Green Wasp. Because it's a slow, so it would charge Green Wasp. I think we're going to skip out on that. We would have needed Snail instead of, like, Monitor Lizard. Do I take this? So part of me also wants to take Walter Cooler. Let's take this so now we get Silver Friends. And then I think I am going to take Walter Cooler.
But I'm glad you bought this.
Can't sell the crypto yet. No reason to go to JJ. This kind of sucks. I wish I could sell the core right now. As far as I know, there's only one way to get rid of the core, which is kind of weird. Because you can see here it's locked. You can't sell it. But apparently... Oh, we don't have it. Apparently you can go to Mandala and transform the core. I don't know why it lets you do that. And I also haven't tried it. That seems like something that they would patch out. But that seems to... That's the only way that I've heard of you can get rid of the core. I've never actually done it yet. Because most of the time, it's too much of a pain to just do that to get rid of the core, right? So going chocolate bars isn't really good because I don't want to sell these items. And I can't really afford anything, so I guess I'd just get cinders for when we get the Firefly, but that was not a great move here. We get Scout Trooper instead of the Eccentric Etherite. It's so unfortunate. Eccentric Etherite is so much better because I feel like Eccentric Etherite is really easy to beat and has better stuff for like everybody. So, Now I get to reorganize my build. I guess I could give Cinders to Micro Dave when he gets in there. I was thinking that I probably do move Monitor Lizard over here, but now I think I've reconsidered. Because charging Blue Beetle up more often seems more valuable. And Rocket Boots aren't going to stay here forever. We're going to sell them at some point to give Yellow Mantis, because Yellow Mantis hits multiple items, so increasing the amount of time is really valuable. But at the moment, we're just using the Rocket Boots to boost up the Monitor Lizard as quickly as possible. Anyways, I'm not 100% sure we beat Scout Trooper, but it's the only way that we get to level 4 before the end of the day, so... a lot of poison. And once his bolas run out of ammo, then we're in a better spot. Are you serious? He beat me by 6 damage? Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. That's really bad. Because now we don't get to level 4. Wait, did I calculate it wrong? I think I calculated it wrong, right? I always forget the extra XP you get. If I had just gotten 2 XP plus 1, yeah, I could have fought an easier guy. That's bad. I don't have 5 gold. I think I just get the small friend. And it's one of the worst friends in the game. Let me just sell this guy immediately. Also, we could sell that crypto now. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get Walter Cooler in today. Or Micro Dave. And I don't know why I like going to Lost Crate and just grabbing a random skill. Because, like, I feel like this is not enough max health for me to care. And I can't afford enough to go to Sylvia, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm stupid by liking this so much, because this happens a lot. But maybe it's a good strategy. So unfortunately, it's another Vanessa. She has lost twice, but I think she won day 3. I think she lost day 1 and day 2. So she might be kind of strong right now. And I don't really have any solutions. Like, I don't have a good way to change my board around here, so... I think we just run it. It could be a loss here. Because she's got kind of an empty board. She did get to level 4, but she's still only running... I guess she does have Shark Claws, but it's Bronze Shark Claws. Ow, what is your crit rate? 5% crit rate? Can you stop? She has a lot more HP than us. That's a problem. Come on, she has so much poison on her. Oh, she died. I thought I died. I was like staring at my health bar like, is it slow motion because that guy crit? But she actually died. We got enough poison on her that she actually died. Wow, Green Wasp is doing so much more than Monitor Lizard. I think Monitor Lizard's gonna have to go. The problem is I just don't have a good way to... I don't have enough items to replace it quite yet, I think. Alright, what do we got here? Infinite rerolls is probably too expensive for us at the moment. We don't have any healing, so I think we just go JJ and browse. Atomic Clock seems really interesting to me. I've never used it, though. The fact that it's only a 1-second cooldown... The problem is, though, Dooley doesn't have a lot of ways to increase ammo. It's more of a Vanessa thing. And we didn't beat that one, the monster fight that we lost. That guy has a skill that gives extra ammo, but we didn't do that, so... There's thrusters again, but I feel like with bugs, thrusters is not as necessary anymore. When you use a friend, this gains 15 damage. Oh wait, it's a new day. What do we get? Oh, we got Black Spider and it's Silver Black Spider. So hold on, we need to rebuild our board. I just wanted to put some small items in. The Black Spider wants a poison and a burn. Which we don't have Firefly yet. And the unfortunate part about that is Yeti Crab. Yeti Crab doesn't fit into the bug pool, right? Once you actually assemble Exodia bugs, Yeti Crab no longer has a place. It could be potentially time to get rid of the rocket boots then. Because the rocket boots were only there for Monitor Lizard. Get in Micro Dave here. And he's whenever you use a small item. He doesn't even care if it's adjacent. You set up the bugs like this. And then put Walter Cooler there. We are about to level up right after this day. So I'll wait on selling these because there's potential that maybe Rocket Boots comes back in for a minute. Or maybe I'll put in Satcom on the Yeti Crab. Why was I doing that again? Oh, because I was going to buy Clarence. Lawrence. The problem with Clarence is he doesn't get charged at all. He just gets stronger. But currently I have all friends, right? I guess I just sell the cinders. Even though I'd rather wait for... Like, there's no way Rocket Boots is coming back in. I'd rather wait for Firefly to put the cinders on, right? So yeah, I don't think Rocket Boots is coming back. I should have sold Monitor Lizard, actually, but... Give me Clarence.
So, how about this weather where...
So now we can actually put Clarence in as well. Upgrade an item. What rarity were you? You were... Where does he make most sense to be? I don't think he actually affects anything. Upgrade a bronze item. I want to upgrade either Beetle or Yellow Mantis. I think those are going to be better than a skill. And then Yeti Crab, I'm pretty sure increases the time that he freezes. So let's get Blue Beetle, because Blue Beetle's going to go off more. I think, unless Micro Dave just goes crazy, which is possible. Do I want to transform anything? I guess I could transform the core here, but there's no medium item that I want except maybe Power Drill. So we're probably just going Midsworth. Selling Monitor Lizard here.
Oh, come on then. Let's get this over.
Nothing. Nothing. What about Bulldozer? When you use another friend, this gains 10 damage for the fight. Your other friend's cooldowns are reduced by 10%. That's probably better than Clarence, right? It's bigger, so I'd probably be taking out Yeti Crab. Can I afford this? Plus 12. think I just have to sell Clarence then. Because there's no way it makes sense to use both Bulldozer and Clarence. Not when we have Exodia bugs. I think Clarence has to go. Even though I just bought him. But I'm only losing 2 gold on it. So it could be worse. And I'm not losing any gold on Monitor Lizard. Yeah, I think Bulldozer. I wasn't even thinking about Bulldozer because I've never actually used him. Okay, so we probably need to fight Hellbilly to try and catch up in XP because we lost that fight earlier. When you use an adjacent friend, charges 1 second. This is probably the best order. Even though Bulldozer is going to be the slowest guy going off. Everyone else is kind of like the only other place I could put Walter Cooler is to the right and then put Bulldozer to the right. Like everyone else kind of needs to be in this order. And so Walter Cooler, the only thing he's doing right now is getting us max HP, right? So there's not a lot of value on Walter Cooler, but it might pay off in the long run. And I really want to check and make sure how many times Micro Dave is going off here.
You gold-praying ski-waller!
Okay, how many times did Walter Cooler go off? I think it went off 3 times, right? Yeah, he went off 3 times. Bulldozer did 460 damage. This guy went off 5 times, 7 times, 5 times, 6 times, 4 times. Yeah, Yellow Mantis is going off the least out of the bugs. Yeah, I think this is good right now. The 10% cooldown is kind of crazy off of Bulldozer here. That's going to make the bugs go even more crazy. Once we get the Firefly could go here, and Micro Dave could go to the right, and then we can probably get rid of Walter Cooler at that point. What do I want from this guy? Honestly, nothing, really. I guess the left-handed weapon's the only thing that could maybe help. That's not really useful. Alright, weapons does nothing. I think we just go block party then and hope that we get... Not that. Hope that we got the Firefly. Upgrade a bronze item. What does Micro Dave do? I need to look this up. Micro Dave. He just increases his burn and that's it. It's not super great. But we'd probably get the most value out of upgrading Yellow Mantis. Well, let me look up Yellow Mantis. I'm pretty sure Yellow Mantis... Wait, how do you spell it? Because it's got, like, numbers and stuff. YLW. Yeah, Yellow Mantis hits more things. And since we already upgraded his time, that's high value. I should look up Yeti Crab real quick, but I'm pretty sure Yeti Crab is out. Yeti Crab, his upgrade only makes it so poison items get more poison every single time he's used? That's so bad. Okay. And we don't really have enough money. The only reason I would go there is to sell our bronze items. But again, I'm kind of waiting for Firefly before I sell those cinders, so...
We're part shop, part museum.
We only lost... Wait, we didn't even lose a day? I could have sworn we lost a day, but now I'm remembering day 1 we got away with murder. I can't believe we didn't get to 5. That's unfortunate. Just making sure that we got... Satcom only gets small friends, so... Do we beat this guy? I have no idea, but our build is pretty decent. He's got a lot of burn. Oh, geez. So we have nothing to counter burn, except just hope that we kill him faster. Is he already level 5? No. Doing a lot of freezing, although he has a lot of burn on us already. Oh, we just barely got him. It's always funny when you have, like, 2 builds that are just trying to tick each other down. It was probably Bulldozer that won us the fight, though, right? Yeah, Bulldozer doing 380 damage. Alright, a skill. Use a tool. I don't think any of these are tools. I guess it would probably highlight them when I went over them. Your weapons have +2 damage and shield item for each friend. I mean, Bulldozer gets essentially that when one friend goes off, so that's not worth it. The only thing that's maybe worth it here is left eye, but I'd rather just look for something better. Okay, the core is not being used. If you have 5 or fewer items, that's not going to happen. He's a vehicle? Oh, yeah, here we go. That's going to be crazy.
I'll send you to Orland, but I'll keep you as long as I can.
Now everyone's cooldown. Like, these guys are all below 5 seconds now. This is getting good. Sharpening kit doesn't matter because Bulldozer's scaling himself. Upgrade a bronze item. Oh, the friend we got was Hamlet. Not what I wanted. I could potentially upgrade the Cinders. I don't think that's worth it, though. I think it's better for us to look for these. It's not what I want. I'm going to reroll even though it's expensive. And I think that paid off. Granted, these are the Yellow Wasp and the Firefly are the 2 worst ones to upgrade. So I would have rather had any of the other 3 bugs we already have, or at least gotten the Firefly, but... Wait, why is he? He's a charge item? No, he's a slow item because he gains bonuses from slows, of course. Alright. We got Mountain Pass, so that's going to be an easy go-to. Should I sell some stuff? I want to keep 1 silver small item to, if we ever need to go to Mandala, we could transform it into a Firefly, possibly. Like, what does Hamlet do when you slow? Hamlet's not going to be good enough. Although, I mean, Spider does currently give him 4 seconds, but he's not going to be good enough ever. Does he synergize with you? Yeah, he does synergize with you. I can't believe we got this command ship, which is literally, like, designed for Bulldozer. It might as well say, if you have Bulldozer, double Bulldozer's second passive. Could potentially put in Wallace, because he would have a really low cooldown now, right? But I think what we have is better, and I think I'd rather build up max HP from Walter Cooler. Although, I might as well just sell that, because it's less likely I ever want that. We go Mountain Pass, and we do the fight, and just hope we... Or, I say we do the fight, I hope that it's a fight, which it was not. Got Dooley's Scarf. I've never used Dooley's Scarf, but it does seem interesting. Can we beat Scoville? I'm just gonna sell Dooley's Scarf. Scoville hurts, and we have no shield. But we might be able to beat him. I think we try it. This is risky.
This is just how I look.
Come on, guys. Okay, we got a lot of stuff going off. It's gonna be up to Bulldozer to do a lot of damage. Okay, he's now applying his burn. Oh, jeez. Okay, we died at the same time.
You don't like peppers?
Oh, that was so close. We lived the tick from the burn with like 5 HP or something. I didn't see exactly what number, but we were just barely alive and he was still alive. I was like, no! And then we both ticked to death at the same time. So yeah, Bulldozer. I mean, the problem here is he just has a lot of max health, right? Because he's level 8 and we're only level 5, so he has almost twice as much as our HP. Anyways, what do we want here? I don't know. I really just wanted the XP. We get Curry. Charge another small. That's not worth it. We'll be getting rid of that. We're going to go to Andy and look for bugs.
You've just taken the first step toward...
None of those are bugs. None of these are bugs.
If you want cheap junk, go...
Alright, what can we get? Silver tier friend is what we're going with. That's unfortunate. It just had to be the why is the green wasp the only one we keep finding? That is unfortunate. Is there any world where we put in green wasp instead of water cooler here? Or maybe even instead of micro Dave? We'll take it and we'll think about it as we make our way to the next fight. Medium items. All I'd be looking for is micro Dave. I could just take the regen. Because we really have no defense in this build. It is a Mac who's just been losing a lot. So there's a chance I could take out micro Dave, put in green wasp, and Yeti crab. So the reason I would do that is because then we're doing the same debuff, right? We're doing multiple poisons instead of poison and burn. But I need to, if I do that, I need to flip everything. So this green wasp, because it's going off more often, is getting the initial dose. What do you need next year? Oh, that kind of sucks. You're going to go off less often if I do this? We'll do this temporarily. Because I'm hoping we can just beat this Mac. He's got low max HP, not a lot of regen, does a lot of burn. And wow, he's got high toxic fangs, huh? Oh my gosh, he's done so much burn already. Oh, he actually killed us with the fang there? That sucks so much. I can't believe we lose that. That's terrible news. I really wanted to not lose that one. Would we have been better off with Micro Dave? I feel like no. Do I want more regen or do I want Curios? Oh, great. We got another Wallace. Could you give us the Firefly, please, sir?
You see landfill, I see buried treasure.
Okay, Feather's great. Rocket Boots is good. This, I mean, I'll just buy it because it does something. Alright, Wallace, you gotta go. Is it time for Micro Dave to go? We got just enough room that we can keep him in.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
So now you haste or 3 things for 3 seconds. When you slow, this does synergize with Rust, but and I guess it also works with Black Spider, it would go out twice, but it just doesn't do any damage, right? Give me this. We'll do this just for the 1 regen. It costs us 2 gold because it sells for 0, but... And give me that. And then reroll. We got no healing. We haven't found First Aid. I would probably use First Aid. No reason to use Knee Brace. Guess I'll sell this right away. That gets Bulldozer's cooldown down a little bit. Not a lot, but... We'll get this for Bulldozer. And then we'll also get the Eagle Talisman for him.
You're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
I mean, that wasn't great, but we got some bonuses out of it. Cost us like, I don't know, 15 gold. I wasn't paying attention to how much we had at the start. Do we go Finn for max HP and 5 regen? Or do we go Andy to look for bugs? I think we gotta look for bugs.
Mine is highly concentrated.
Metronome and Crypto. This is interesting. I want both, but I gotta sell stuff. Wallace is never gonna happen. I think Micro Dave is too big. Get the Crypto so we can make some money off of it. Do I want to fit in the Metronome? I mean, Yeti Crab's actually kind of okay with his cooldown reduced so much. Is Walter Cooler still good enough? I think for this fight, we'll see what the fight is. But Walter Cooler's probably on his way out. Lich we cannot beat with this build. Lich, I don't even know like how you beat Lich. I assume you just have to be all weapons, which you're probably gonna have to be Vanessa for that. I guess we go Foreman then. This does make it so if we beat Foreman, we will still get to level 7. So Lich is just too hard, especially if we're using all non-weapons like this. What does he give? When you use a tool... You're not a tool, right? Yeah, that doesn't help us at all. I think none of these things really help us. Okay, Walter Cooler went off 3 times already. Alright, we get that thing. It's probably just going to be an immediate sell. Where am I going here? I guess just docks. What are you guys? You're just small friends. I don't think anything at the docks could give small friends. I try and sell this for 12 or more. So I think I keep waiting, although 11's pretty close. Tool, what are you? You're a weapon. I can maybe get you, but unlikely. Upgrade a silver or lower tier item. Okay, that's a good sell price. Silver or lower tier, we're probably looking at Blue Beetle upgrade here. Because he's going off the most anyways, next to 2 green wasps. We do need some more skills, though. And if we could get something that would increase freeze time, that would be great. Mountain Pass. Oh, we got a lot of gold all of a sudden, huh? Could hunt for bugs, but I think Mountain Pass is too good to pass up. And we do get a fight. Yeah, once these bugs get going, it just goes a little crazy, huh? Did Walter Cooler only go off once, or did he get to go off twice? He went off twice, okay. And probably Walter Cooler is getting close to being on the chopping block. If we could get Toxic Friendship, that'd be crazy. I forgot about Toxic Friendship. That's fine, too. We could just use it to give this Green Wasp more poison. And he is also a friend, right? You're a small friend. Could put you next to Spider. But the problem is this guy doesn't have anything that's going to charge him. So it's probably just a sell. But something like this, you could use it early game to synergize with some of these bugs. Especially like Blue Beetle. If we didn't have 2 green wasps. But unfortunately, the green wasps are just better. So, this person is not doing that great. Do I take out Walter Cooler or do I keep in Walter Cooler? I think we keep Walter Cooler around for the other fights, but I think for the actual fights, I need to take him out, just make sure I win. Not that I'm guaranteed to win with Metronome here, but I think it does help out quite a bit, because Bulldozer needs to get going. This guy's build is kind of scary as well. Yeah, this guy hurts a lot. But, see, it worked. Bulldozer coming through with the last hit there. How many times did Bulldozer go off? He went off 3 times, did 500 damage. How did you do more? I guess Yeti Crab is actually doing a lot, huh? The bronze Yeti Crab is... What? Does this make sense? You must have gotten hasted, right? This Green Wasp must have gotten hasted more. Because this Green Wasp does double poison at the start. And Yeti Crab only went off twice to give him 2 more poison. They both went off 6 times. What am I missing here? How did the one to the right do more poison? I don't understand. Okay, end of this day, I'm gonna go fill up my water. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with these bugs. Oh, you can... I've never really clicked on very much on the board. That throws a coconut, but apparently there's a lot you can click on. I think it's got to be Kina, and we're looking for bugs.
Decide your dextroments.
When that's not gonna happen. Ah, that sucks.
I suppose you'll go by a weapon instead.
Alright, do I have anything I want to transform? Oh, we got Copper Ed. That sucks. Get a non-weapon, sells large items. The only thing I'd be looking for is... I guess we could look for Dualtron. It's a possibility. Dualtron or Bulldozer. Otherwise, I'd maybe reroll like Copper Ed to try and get Firefly. I'm thinking about moving the metronome as well to between these two. I haven't decided yet. Actually, I think this spot might be better. Let's go here. I almost never go to this guy. I've also never used 3D printer before. It took me so long until I actually found 3D printer for the first time. It's kind of weird. Just 1 sec. Transform into 3 copies. The problem is because the bugs all want to be like next to each other. I'd probably like want to transform into 3 blue beetles, right? But one, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3. If I took out Metronome, the second green wasp, and the Yeti crab, I could fit in this. But I don't think that's actually good. Maybe it's good, but I'm gonna pass on that. Yeah, we do get Bulldozer. Oh, now he scales harder. Wait, did he also lower the cooldown more? He does. Oh, that's so broken. Okay, so Bulldozer actually super high value for us to get to Diamond. I need to remember that. Because Bulldozer lowers everyone's cooldowns by even more. I assumed it would just be flat 10% and never change. Although the fact that his damage goes up by twice as much now is also high value. Who are we fighting? We're fighting this Chili Charles. I think we can afford to put Walter Cooler back in for a round. I'm never going to do anything with this Uzi. Only reason I'm trying to keep the highest rarity small item around so I could transform it just in case. And again, Cinders didn't really pay off. We might just end up selling it for nothing if I can't get this stupid Firefly, but let's hope that we could beat Chili Charles with Walter Cooler in, but I think we should be able to. When you freeze, that would actually be pretty good. Wow, you're infinitely freezing our Blue Beetle here? That's not cool. It's still the Blue Beetle who keeps getting frozen. How are you getting so much poison? I don't understand. Oh. I didn't understand Yeti Crab. I get it now. I didn't realize that Blue Beetle was making Yeti Crab go crazy. For some reason, I assumed that it was only when Yeti Crab goes off, but when you freeze adjacent poison items get +1 poison. Blue Beetle freezes 3 people at a time, so it's giving 3 poison to this guy. Granted, in this case, this Green Wasp did better because Blue Beetle was frozen for the first 15 seconds of the fight, but We get icicles. Icicles, just kind of popping them next to the green wasp is okay, but probably not going to happen, but I'll keep it around for now. Ooh, and we get a skill. Haste and charge. Shield skills do nothing for us. Haste, because Yellow Mantis is doing a lot of haste. That has potential. Charge skills just make you charge when something else happens. They don't actually do something when you charge, because I think that would be really OP if you had a skill that did something when you charged. So let's take this, because it's actually going to happen a lot, probably. First 3 times you use your rightmost item each fight, charge 1 freeze item. That's interesting, but the problem is Yellow Mantis is probably getting used the least out of all of our friends. When you haste, your items gain 1% crit for the fight. Yellow Mantis is hasting 3 things every single time. But that's about it. Do I take this one? First 3 times user. Charge 1 freeze item. The problem is I really don't want it to hit Yeti Crab. And you haste, your items gain 1% crit chance for the fight. I think I reroll and see if I can find something better. First time you freeze each fight, haste 1 item for 2 seconds. The first time you haste each fight, freeze 1 item for 3 seconds. First time you use a large item each fight, haste 2 items for 3 seconds. That's interesting. All of these are pretty good. But I think our best bet is to increase how much we freeze, which is this.
Space and time are only suggestions, and we can ignore them.
Okay, work at the, we definitely are going to Tinker to look for friends.
Nice salary, small joint to join you on your mission.
Alright, Black Spider.
Until next time.
I'll take it. And there's the Firefly. So, do we need to rethink our entire life now to make the Firefly work? Probably. First things first, sell these cinders. Okay, so now... So I have everything backwards at the moment. Because I was trying to charge the Blue Beetle a lot. So this is the organization that the bugs are supposed to be in. But that doesn't mean we can't flip it or change it depending on what we want to do. I think it's going to be tough to keep Walter Cooler in. If I do this, this kind of maximizes our freeze capabilities. So actually, now that I know how Yeti Crab works with Blue Beetle, that actually does make upgrading Yeti Crab pretty good. We really need to, if we can find something to increase how long Blue Beetle freezes stuff, then we just, like, win the game. And I think that Yeti Crab is going to be better, because Yeti Crab's only on a 5-second cooldown. We managed to lower his cooldown by 2 seconds. And if we can upgrade Bulldozer again, it's going to be even more. It's actually a good play, but it's probably better than Icicle, and I don't see where we would put Metronome. Unless I literally just took out Yeti Crab and put Metronome there, but I think this is better than Metronome. The only problem is it takes 4.3 seconds for our build to get started, right? We could really use something to get us started slightly faster. But I guess it'll get better if we get Bulldozer. Probably just XP. Now we gotta fight against a Vanessa that's only won one day. I don't know. I mean, we got Exodia assembled here with the bugs. I think we just gotta make them better and get skills that make the bugs better, get some enchantments on them and stuff like that. What are you doing here? You have one weapon lifesteal. Which your board is gonna get frozen up like crazy. How much crit do you have? You have 40% crit chance, but even if this had gone off with a crit, I don't think you have a chance. Yeah, this is strong. The bugs are strong. Maybe a little bit too strong. I've heard that they are probably a little bit too strong. But I really hope if they do something to it, they don't kill it. Because like I said before, Dooley really only has Power Drill and like working around Power Drill. But now at least we could do something else, right? And it's not like it's crazy unfair because the Power Drill build is probably more unfair than this. Because a lot of times I can get it started at like 3 seconds or like 3.5 seconds. Whereas this currently is still above 4 seconds. I guess Mysterious Portal you kind of always have to go to. Sells enchanted items. What the heck? Golden crypto? This has double... I didn't even know golden was an enchantment. What? Hold on. Let me look up crypto. Oh, I looked up golden. Crypto. Oh yeah, crypto only has 3 possible enchantments, which are golden, shiny, and radiant. Radiant obviously doesn't help in any way because it just makes it so it can't be frozen, slowed, or destroyed, but both shiny and golden double its value. So that's interesting. I've never seen golden before. Because it can probably only be on like a few items that are exclusively used for value. This green wasp gets the spider bonus. Oh, that does make me think I should flip everything. Ah, that's kind of annoying, but yeah, we gotta flip everything. Because we want it like this, so this guy's getting the high base poison, and this guy's getting the buffed poison. So do I buy this? How does it work? Like, if it gets a number assigned... Like, if the number assigned is 20, does that mean it's 40? I assume that's how it works. I can't even afford that, though. Honestly, Copper Ed can go. I'll maybe reroll Icicles. I liked Walter Cooler. I think he did his job, right? Like, how much max health do you think Walter Cooler gave us? 200? More than 200, probably? So he did a good job. But I think it's time for him to go on his way. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to afford crypto. But, like, what's the best that crypto could do for us is make us some money, right? And it can't make me money today, which is important because this reroll could have something that I want. I think I go for the reroll instead of the crypto. What do we get? Nothing. Brick Buddy's actually probably pretty good with the bugs. doesn't work for us anymore because we already have everything assembled, and we have this weird like little core of Yeti Crab and Green Wasp. You're not gonna have Yeti Crab very often with this, but it does seem to work pretty well. And if we get an upgrade, unfortunately, it's gonna have to go to Yellow Mantis, but we would like some Yeti Crab upgrades if possible.
You reject our gifts?
Yeah, because your gifts weren't the right ones, unfortunately. Andy, give me some bugs. Those are not bugs. Ah, well, gold water cooler. He does give more permanent max health, and his cooldown is 1 second lower, but it's just not gonna. It's too late. Like, it's not worth it, right?
Neither wealthy.
A better Walter Cooler doesn't actually help our board in any way, so I think we gotta go silver tier item. Second blue beetle. Now that's interesting. We might play a second blue beetle. Dragon. Alright, if I wanted to play a second blue beetle, how do we do it? Just replace Yeti Crab, right? Is that good enough? I don't really think so. Because this one's obviously going to go off less than this one. It's going to mean we have more freezes going on, but we have less poison going on. Also, it makes me wonder if having both Green Wasp and Red Firefly is actually necessary or not. It is nice for the Yellow Mantis to have the burn. I guess it helps Black Spider as well. Do I want the second blue beetle or do I want the Yeti Crab back? I think the Yeti Crab might be better. As crazy as it sounds. Now there is a chance if we got like fiber optic, maybe I take out Red Firefly and Yellow Mantis, put in the second blue beetle on the right with fiber optic. Actually, I'd have to reorganize my whole build, right? Because Bulldozer could not be on the left. I'd need like Black Spider to be on the left and then this blue beetle to be all alone on the right side of Bulldozer. But I would maybe do that because then Yeti Crab would go crazy with 2 blue beetles constantly going off. I would maybe do that, but we would need fiber optic for that. I think this is good enough to beat Dragon. But we'll see. Maybe it's not. Dragon doesn't have that many items, right? So the goal is just going to be like freeze all of Dragon's items. And you can already see that it's working pretty well. Because Dragon scales really hard, right? Once his items start to go off, they multiply how much burn he has on them. But if his items don't take like half of the match to go off a single time, then we'd win. Okay, hold on. I kind of want to rewatch it. Firefly went crazy. This guy's going crazy. This guy did more poison. I want to see how much poison this guy's getting up to. Because imagine if we doubled how much he's getting. And again, that might be why I should use the second blue beetle. How many times did this blue beetle go off? 10 times. And what can we get here when you use a medium item? We don't have any medium items, so I guess really the only thing we would use is regenerative. But let me see this again. I want to see how much poison this guy gets to. Okay, he's at 12, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. He ends on 38 poison. Yeti Crab is a crazy tech for this build. We get... I feel like every time I've looted a legendary item, I've never used it. Except, I've gotten Fiery Rebirth twice now. Fiery Rebirth is the only legendary item that I've really made use of because it's a skill, right? But I've gotten, like, Void Ogre's legendary item, I think, and that's just like, what am I gonna do with this? Double the burn of an item for the fight. When you burn or use a dragon item, charges 2 seconds. Like, there is a dragon build, but I don't even know how you get those items. So this is probably just a sell. It does sell for 50. So it's like high economy. Alright, what do we got here? We just want to look for more bugs.
Punish the
There's crypto, and we should just get SATCOM upgrade here.
your aura guided me to
Oh, wait, I don't have a crypto, right? No. I might as well just sell this now. Give me that crypto.
glad we can share this experience today.
There's a first Aiden. But there's no way that I can make use of first Aiden, right? Because I think the Yellow Mantis doing 3 hastes. It's Yellow Mantis is better for my build than First Aiden is here. So, sorry First Aiden. He is one of my favorite items still, but in this case, First Aiden is not as good as Yellow Mantis anymore. We got Hattie. I mean, I feel like you just always go for Hattie. There's just like a few things that you almost always go for that are kind of gamble. Like the rare event and Hattie. I really don't need money here. A skill. Get a diamond tier skill. What do we got? The first time you fall below half health each fight, double all your items crit chance. Well, we have 5% crit chance on one item, so I'm not going to say that that's very good for us, but... Okay, enchant an item with burn effects. Or random. Well, I don't know if you can predict what I'm going to do here, but I am going to enchant an item with burn effects. Because if we do this green wasp, and it gets burn equal to its poison... Well, I should look it up, just in case. If he only gets 6 burn... Oh, yeah, I typed in Yellow Mantis instead. How do you spell this? That's the one annoying thing about these, is they're all, like, abbreviated and have numbers in them. What do you do? Fiery, equal to this item's poison. Okay, that's great news. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. So now, upgrading Yeti Crab is even more valuable. Hey, and we actually get use out of the fiery passive that we have. So, yep. Let's run this. I think this should be a win, but we'll see. Okay, this is scary. He's got power drill. But he doesn't have a way to freeze. He has the Ray build with fiber optics. It just doesn't, like... It doesn't have the crowd control, right? Exodia Bugs is just... It's just better than Power Drill if you don't have coolant over here. Or I guess he could also use Blue Beetle. But yeah, without any crowd control, this build can't stand up to Bugs because Bugs does have crowd control. By the way, how much did you do? Yeah, that's pretty good. You want to know what I should have done? I'm kind of stupid, huh? I should have firied this green wasp and swapped their positions. That's dumb. Dang it. That was a mistake. Ooh, we got another blue beetle. Can sell this crypto. So I got 2 gold blue beetles. That's interesting. I could run 3. Have you ever seen a guy using 3, like... People get upset when they see a duplicated item. Have you ever seen someone running 3 of the same item outside of 3D printer? Because obviously 3D printer would mean that you have 4 of the same item on board. I mean, it would be funny, but it would ruin this strategy. Actually, no, it wouldn't ruin that strategy. The problem is these beetles are so difficult to place and make them actually get charged, right? Like, I can maybe kick out these 2 guys and put that guy there so he has 1 poison to be next to, which makes this just the Yeti crab go crazy. That's interesting. Let's look here. What can we get? What the heck are you doing? Poison freeze slow. It's interesting, but this guy's way too slow. Ooh. Oh, he's just a slow item. I was like, where's his slow effects? But here, he's gonna haste 4 items, and it should be for 3. So I don't know exactly how this works, but I think it should take this guy's time, but this guy's buff. Let's find out. Yeah, so it got his time, but now it also has slow on it. And that actually synergizes great because this guy wants you to slow. So now this thing charges this guy by 5 seconds when it goes off. And this guy has less than a 5-second cooldown. So he goes off twice when this guy goes off, which charges this guy twice. Okay, yeah, we're doing cool stuff now. See, now this is probably better than putting the next blue beetle in, but yeah, I really messed up by enchanting this green wasp. I obviously should have done that green wasp, but just wasn't thinking clearly. Upgrading a skill. What would I upgrade? If I could upgrade this, maybe? Other than that, I don't really care about anything else. And I feel like some skills can't actually be upgraded, so that this might be one of them, because this one's such a good skill. So I think we just go Andy and look for bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. No bugs.
Oh, I understand. Class isn't for everyone.
Okay, I think we just do the hardest fight for XP. We would like... When you gain regeneration, a burn item gains 1 burn. That doesn't really help me. We would like this, exposing toxins. This is crazy. What the heck is going on? How much does he have? Wait, he only has 33? Is that right? I mean, I guess he did 160. Yeah, okay. This seems like it's going pretty well. Like, Bulldozer is hardly even here for anything except for lowering everyone's cooldowns by 20%. Which, by the way, I still want to upgrade Bulldozer. Is he the primary target for upgrades right now? It's kind of tough. I think Blue Beetle might still be the primary target. Everything's a good target except for, like, Green Wasp and Red Firefly. Everything is a good target. Primary ones are probably Blue Beetle, Yeti Crab, and Bulldozer right now, though. What do we get? What the heck is this? Durable, burn, regen. Do not care. I am sorry. That is just not going to do it for me. When I poison, haste and charge. It's kind of crazy because we do so many hastes. Or unique skills to Dooley. I need to start learning what the unique skills for Dooley are. I think we go here. So we could When you use a friend, your weapons gain 3 damage. So that's just going to make Bulldozer actually do something. When you upgrade a friend, when one of your burn items gains haste. I don't think that... Like, that's gonna happen, but it's not consistent enough. I think this is funny.
I wrote this widget just for you.
We'll see just how much damage Bulldozer gets to. Sell this. I don't want this. I can't believe that there's no room for Metronome in our build. I kind of want a loot item, right? If I could get a feather... Problem is JJ's too random. Even when we go to Andy, I'm not finding bugs consistently. So JJ, odds of finding bugs. JJ could find us a Bulldozer, but again, probably would rather search through something that is more likely to find us Bulldozer. I think we got a loot item. What could we get here? Some good stuff. Could do this for the Yeti Crab, but I think it's not quite worth it. I think I'd rather have reduce everything's cooldown by 6%. And we have so much money, it's probably just reroll. We don't have a crypto, right? No. I think we just go reroll here. No. Rather find something better. This guy sells small and large items, which is, funnily enough, what we'd be looking for. I think we just, like, look for something better. Craftsman? Not good enough. Gumballs? Don't care. Weapons? Don't care. Chocolate bars? Don't care. Friends! Yeah, we got friends.
How many droidicums did you liberate today?
That's... How could you fail me? So... There's a Bulldozer, though.
I hope our friends help you, sir.
We didn't get the little bugs, but we did get Bulldozer. So, what's our cooldown? 3.7? Oh, yeah, here we go. Now we're below 4 seconds. This is good stuff. Alright, we gotta remember to sell the feather because it'll lower our cooldowns even more. How are you doing? You're doing pretty decent, but not as good as me. Okay, what's our fastest thing? 3.7. What are we at now? 3.6. Bulldozer 5.5. He's the slowest thing we have. This is good. This is what you want to see. All right. I mean, a crazy build could still kill us. Like, say this guy has one weapon, Radiant. So he can't be frozen. What the heck? How are you doing so well with this board? Oh, I see. You're slowing people. How do you like your whole board being frozen permanently?
You've got talent. You should put it toward nobler use.
This guy would have been better off just having 3 more small items that I could possibly hit with Blue Beetle. Like, how is this guy doing so well? I get that his... Like, he's so low rarity. Somehow his items are just crazy. He's just bayoneting this slow katana, or this heavy katana, with a switchblade next to it. Rock is giving everything 15% crit chance. And then Cutlass is just here for the ride. And he just has, like, skills that work really well with it. Oh, he's doing it because of these two. He has heavy firepower and artillery spotter. That's why he's got only 5 items on board. It's smart. And it seems to be working okay for him. It's just not quite as good as what I'm doing. By the way, how'd we do? Nice, good stuff. Good work, Bulldozer. I didn't actually see how much damage does Bulldozer get up to. Once it gets started, it's like, oh, okay, we're doing this where you never get to play the game again. Bulldozer, what do you get up to? 700. It's pretty funny, because Bulldozer gets 30 damage every time a friend goes off, but he also gets 3 from here. It's a beautiful friendship. Okay, we need more skills. I think, like, our build is crazy. We need to upgrade our bugs and get more skills. What do we get? Hamlet, you're out of here. Give me some bugs. Those are not bugs.
With big
I don't need tech. None of you guys are tech, right? This doesn't help me either. I guess it does technically work. It has the multicast, but that's not good enough. What do you got? I might as well upgrade the metronome, but
Use that
I don't think we're going to use it.
of all.
I can't believe we lost one day and it was just barely, too. Pretty much every time I see a enchant, I take it. Who am I gonna enchant? The best ones for heal... I should maybe look up how some of these work. Because everyone's gonna have their own, like, numbers on it. So, yellow mantis heals for 30. Red... Wait, what? What? You're red firefly, why? There we go. Red firefly heals equal to 10 times the burn, so that would be 100. I think firefly is probably our primary candidate for this. Black spider heals for 30. Black spider would also be okay because he's going off a lot because he's kind of in the midst of it, whereas yellow mantis is off to the side. Oh, yellow mantis is also slow. We don't want to go over that enchantment. And then we got green wasp, 10 times poison. He could be good, but he also has our most amount of poison. And then we got blue beetle, 30. And he's also kind of in the thick of it, so he's going off a lot. And then we got yeti crab. Heals for 45. Yeti crab's probably the lowest priority because he's going off the least by far. So I think the answer is probably green wasp. Because I can't guarantee we're going to get more upgrades. And if we do get another one that's like poison or something, it's probably best to just give it to red firefly. So yeah, I think we just give it to green wasp to be something defensive for us. Because he'll have 140 healing every time he goes off. He goes off quite a bit. Okay, Lord of the Wastes. I feel like Trash Titan gives poison stuff, but like ammo poison items, which aren't what we... Or this guy gives ammo poison items. Maybe both of them give ammo poison items. Anyways, Lord of the Wastes for XP.
Let's release our joy and rage.
Do we want anything here? I would probably take this just because the enemy's board is always frozen. So it would help me more than it would help them.
The dervish is to be free. Join us.
Also, you were constantly critting. Why are you critting so much? Oh, because of his passive. Because it works on both people. Yeah, this is just very powerful. I like this bug thing. I get that it's probably OP, but it's fun. So something has to go. There's no way I'm going to use all 3 blue beetles. It would be really funny to just set up a ghost with 3 blue beetles. But the problem is I don't get to see the people's reactions when they run into my 3 blue beetle builds, so... What do we got? Tool. We just go gold item, hope that we get a bug. Didn't get a bug. Don't need large items anymore. Could get a small friend. I think I still just go portal. Freya. I don't think I've ever seen Freya anymore. I don't even know if I've ever seen a merchant, a legendary merchant before.
Everything's
What do we got here?
covered in snow, don't you think?
Okay, well, I don't know if I'd call that a freeze item. We do have a chance to pivot over to the Dualtron. But I think it's just worse because Bulldozer's 30% cooldown. So I'm noticing that all of these freeze items don't actually... Like, this one's the only one that does freeze. Yeah, I just don't really want to go Dualtron because we put so much effort into Bulldozer and he lowers everyone's cooldowns by 30%. And a power drill, like, is it going to be better than Bulldozer? No, I don't think so. So I was really hoping to find a bug that had freeze effects or just find a blue beetle on it. think we just reroll. There is an Icy Clarence. And it's just not worth it. Dang, this legendary shop sucked. I mean, Dualtron would have been good, but I think already having Bulldozer made it not good. Okay, we go to Tinker, try and pick up our friends. Are you kidding me, Tinker? There we go. At least we got one. Now we freeze 4 items. Oh, I kind of wanted to test, but I forgot. I wanted to know which item gets upgraded if you have multiple in. I assume it's the leftmost item that gets upgraded. It's just a situation that, like, never comes up. Alright, what do we got here? This person's not doing very great, so I have high hopes for our chances.
We're out to dethrone a king, not to squabble with nobodies.
Okay, what do you got? Seems like 1 weapon. Oh, I see. He's gonna freeze our stuff a little bit. And then we're gonna freeze all of his stuff till the end of time, so hopefully he didn't want to play the game.
Defeat does not defeat me.
This build is diabolic. This is actually broken. This is not fair. But since I'm the one doing it, I'm having fun. It was so lame, like, before I had this expansion to run into someone with the expansion. Because it's just like, oh, okay, I just lose to you. But now I get to be the one who everyone loses to. Okay, Dragon Whelp. We actually did get the dragon item randomly from Satcom. Unfortunately, we already sold it, but it wasn't going to happen anyways. You'll burn equal to this item's damage. I saw someone one time who had this item pretty early on, and he just absolutely murdered me. It was all, like, his whole build was centered around this Dragon Whelp, and it did so well. It was a Vanessa build. It was like single weapon Dragon Whelp. It's kind of crazy. Unfortunately, it doesn't work for us now, but... I mean, we could slot it in, but, like, all the bugs are just better. So I probably just Mandala. But, like, what am I even looking for if I Mandala? Just give me the gold. Cinders buff you. Go Finn. Get some max health and regen. Wait, do you have an enchantment? No, you just kind of look like you were shiny. I just go Kina and hope for bugs. There's coolant. Give me that crypto. I'm not gonna use crypto or coolant, I don't think, but maybe I should buy it. Because you don't care about it being a friend that does it, right? Yeah, so in theory, coolant with fiber optics, as long as I got this to diamond. Like, what are the odds I'm actually going to get that to diamond? Okay, none of this helps me. I don't actually know. Do I beat Frost Street Champion? Because I'm kind of playing right into his strategy. I feel like I avoid Frost Street Champion. Frost Street Champion is scary. Like, you bring a freeze build against him, and he beats you because you're doing exactly what he wants you to do, and you bring a non-freeze build, and he freezes your whole field and beats you. So I don't know why Frost Street Champion is so crazy, but I'm going to avoid him. And I think I'm just going to see... I don't know if I've ever fought Master Alchemist, so we're just going to take the Master Alchemist fight and see what this guy has. You use a tool reload, that's useless. Never mind, I think I have fought you, and I came to the same conclusion that I didn't want any of these things. By the way, your whole board is frozen.
Should have used powder of Algaroth.
I should have gone with Trash Titan, but I think Trash Titan also doesn't have anything that I wanted, so... Didn't really matter. Huh? Yeah, I might as well sell the crypto here. That item would technically work, right? Because we have all of these things, so it would have multicast like 5 or something. Is it multicast 4? Yeah, I guess it would be multicast 4, but I don't want this. Get out of here. I'd rather have the bugs are better. The bugs might as well have multicast with how often they go off. Go upgrade an item or get a skill. I mean, there's high value like upgrading either of these two. We already have Bulldozer maxed. Upgrading Yeti Crab could be funny. I can't believe Yeti Crab's cooldown is 4.2 seconds. That's crazy. You know, give me a skill.
I will not train you to kill. I will
When you use your leftmost item, burn 3. The first 4 times your enemy uses a non-weapon, each fight charge. Charge 1 weapon. These all have 15% crit chance. Well, burn 3 doesn't actually really help us because we don't have power drill. This item is great with, or this skill is great with power drill. This one's probably pretty good at anyone trying to do something annoying, but if they are like freezing up our board and this is happening, we're probably in a bad spot. So I think we just go this and just win more. Small burn item. Could be red firefly. I think we go to Quicksoul though.
Hi, I'm Quixel, master merchant or something.
It's nothing. Oh, this is just an animated Clarence.
Go buy something huge and then sell it to me.
Alright, I mean, we're just gonna go Andy, hope for bugs, and then move on to the final day. There is crypto. I'll buy the crypto just in case we lose, but... Come on, show me a small bug. Andy, you failed me. Okay, I mean, it's a Mac. He's doing average. I would hope that we could beat him. Most Macs are not on, like, Radiant builds. Because, like, the Radiant builds that are good are one weapon, right? Because you're only trying to protect one thing with a bunch of passives. So it's very unlikely... Oh my gosh, this guy does a lot of poison, though. Unfortunately for him, our build gets going faster. So... he survived for a long time with his 600 regen. But... bugs, man. Exodia bugs. And I mean, this is like more than Exodia bugs, because we got the second green wasp and the Yeti crab over here. This is a great build. I'm looking forward to playing with more bugs now. That was our first bug run. We got 10 wins on normal. We are going to pop into ranked next, though, so we'll see if we can pull out. But it feels so strong. And it feels like it should be decently forceable. Bulldozer not as much. Bulldozer might be hard to force, but like this slot could be a lot of things, right? It could be Dualtron, it could be Power Drill, it could be Bulldozer, maybe it could be Clarence as well. There's a few options that could be here. But Bulldozer definitely did a lot of work with the 30% cooldown for everyone. I like how the thing got lower even though the chests didn't appear. I already had all the challenges done. We get a little bit of XP just for playing the game, though. Anyways, there it is. Our first run with Exodia bugs, pretty successful. I look forward to trying it out in ranked. I think that now that we have the bugs, we can hopefully, like, try and at least maybe not win a lot of ranked games necessarily, but get pretty far in ranked matches. But anyways, that's going to do it for this one. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will be back with that ranked game in the next one. Okay, Exodia bugs is too powerful. That's pretty sweet. I am going to take a bathroom break, and then we're going to do our ranked match. So I will be right back. All right, I am back. So, let's get into our free ranked match for the day, and then that'll probably be the stream. Hopefully we can make Exodia bugs happen, and at least get like a decent ranked match, because yesterday our ranked didn't go that well, and the day before my ranked didn't go that well either, off stream. So I'm hoping that we can do a little bit better now that we have bugs as an option to go into. Yo, what's going on? And welcome back to some more Bazaar. In the last one, we tried out Exodia bugs for the first time. We just unlocked the Dualtron expansion today and got to do a bugs run, which was a lot of fun. I liked that there were more options for me to now do other than just power drill, like metronome, first aid, and fiber optics coolant. But we're going to take it into our free ranked match for the day now. After we won with the bugs, I'm hoping that they will be able to carry me to at least a decent ranked day, because my last two ranked days haven't gone that well. And even if we can't pick up a win, I'm hoping for maybe at least a 7 win. Or a 7... What's it called? Like 7 victories. I'm going to go Companion Corps because it works with the friends. And then I'm sticking with my strategy of 12 gold, 2 income. Now, we probably need to go to Midsworth. Immediately, we got Green Wasp. You're a companion. You're a friend, right? Yes. I'm gonna buy Bomb Squad.
You see that, Barker? That's how it's done.
Okay. Got good stuff going on here already.
I've got 4 legs because I carry this company.
I don't think I need thrusters. Well, let's move on. So, probably don't need Bomb Squad. I really only bought Bomb Squad because I wasn't sure if I was going to get something else. So, what do I want here? You, slow and freeze. Just good for Blue Beetle. Fortunately, you haste adjacent items, so it's kind of awkward if I put you off on the side. But I could take you out. How do you work? Just poison. Could just go like this. Doesn't really matter what side these two are on. And just do this. This is not great, but I don't really know which of these we want. None of them are very good. Let me look up each of these dudes and what they give. Fang Inlet can get us fangs. Our weapon, we don't really need that, and some pelts. Kyber Drone could get us an insect wing. When you slow, a weapon gains 5 damage. That might be relevant later on. And then Banana Bowl, the first time you overheal, haste something. Duct tape could be pretty good for us. Medkit would be useful. The banana we could just sell for max health. It kind of seems like Banana Bowl is probably the best one. Although Insect Wing could be okay as well. I think we're going Banana Bowl, oddly enough. And they kind of made Banana Bowl a little bit better with him now having a gold skill. And Duct Tape is decent. These two are kind of whatever, but at least they do something for us, so... Yeah, we really need to get rid of Bomb Squad. I don't know why Bomb Squad is so bad. A Bomb Squad could easily have like a 7-second cooldown and still probably not be used. And we get the skill. So the first time we overheal each fight, haste your items, all of your items, 2 seconds. That's kind of crazy. If First Aiden's the first thing to go off in the match, it will guarantee that all of our stuff is hasted. We're going to go Tiny Furry Monster for the extra XP. So we can make sure to get to level 3 on day 2. And then we're probably just going here for regen. I don't think regen can overheal you. Got a Mac day 1. Our build is not great. But we got regen and we got a healing from First Aiden, so maybe it can outdo. What are you even doing? Interesting. He's just gonna have like pretty good damage. Okay, yeah. It seemed like it had to wait for First Aiden to go off to haste everything. We should be able to just outdo. Why are you getting 10 every single time? Oh, from Shadow Cloak. Right. Blue Beetle, we need you to do some more freezing, please. Could you please stop freezing that one and freeze the other one? It doesn't matter, we want. Yeah, I guess it'd be really broken if regen could overheal you. Anyways, we might be able to put the core back in now. Really don't want... Like, I'm not worried about Bomb Squad at all. Could get the shielding, which would help us make overheal more consistently happen. Or give everything crit. I think we go defense grid.
Pick that up quickly. Maybe I'm getting better at this.
Alright, what do I want? Give me a slow item and be Black Spider. You know, it's Chem Snail. I really want to go Andy, but I kind of feel like I should go Mountain Pass. We already got the 1 XP from Tiny Furry Monster, so we are going to hit 3 at the end of this day. I'm going to have to rearrange my board to be better for Blue Beetle, but... that sucks. I can't put Chem Snail. I can't put 2 things next to Blue Beetle and Chem Snail next to Green Wasp. This is a really tough one. Obviously, I wouldn't go for the fight. 2 gold, 1. I think I just go Andy and hope for bugs.
The finer the deal.
2 gold to upgrade the Bomb Squad, even though it sucks, is probably worth it. Here we go.
Tell everyone you got it here.
Okay, it ended up being very worth it to go to Andy.
I think that suits you beautifully.
I don't want Plasma Grenade. Alright, so we're looking to fight Rogue Scrapper here. What are we doing? So we do this, that's going to make Blue Beetle go off the most. But if I instead... Wait, hold on. So we have you. That's going to make Wasp go off the most. And we probably just get rid of Bomb Squad. Go like this. Who else benefits from slows? Just you, huh? Oh, wait, no. This is better. This is better. And yeah, I don't think Bomb Squad's worth it for us. Companion Core doesn't really fit because all these things are actually pretty good. So we're just looking for First Aiden to overheal us. Which he should get in before the barbed wire. He does get in the heal, but our poison is going to probably stack too much for him. And he doesn't have any crit, so... He's got no chance. Okay, and we'll probably just sell that for First Aiden. We get 3 more regen, but I think it makes more sense to go to Kina and look for bugs. Yeah, like that. Give me both of them. Okay, now Blue Beetle hits 2 things. And we go for the reroll because I can sell that friend that we just got. Monitor Lizard. Not good enough because we only have First Aid. I guess we do have this Overheal Haste. What else do we have that we could put in? Just Companion Core. Companion Core is good with Monitor Lizard. But would I rather have Companion Core in or Monitor Lizard in? Once we actually level up the next hour. Monitor Lizard, what's going to happen is first Aiden's going to go off, and then everyone's going to get hasted, which is going to proc Monitor Lizard 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Give him 6 poison right off the bat. It's probably worth it. So let's sell you. Give that healing to first Aiden. Give me the Monitor Lizard. Alright, a burn item or middle items. Could reroll Bomb Squad. Or I could do this. So if I go this, I'm looking for Red Firefly. If I do this, I'm just rerolling Bomb Squad to hope that I get one of the bugs, probably. The interesting thing about Bomb Squad is it does work pretty well with Monitor Lizard. Every time something goes off next to it, he hastes. Which stacks Monitor Lizard. Because right now I don't have a consistent way to stack it except for first Aiden. We'll transform. Bomb Squad in here. Not worth it. Okay, how do I want to organize my field? This is probably fine. It just depends, do I want Snail over here, which I probably do. And I probably want you over here. Now, Companion Core is really good with Monitor Lizard. But I think the rest of the rest of our build is so good that I'd rather just do this. And maybe if we don't get something better by the time we get to level 4, we could think about putting Companion Core in, but... What do we got? Oh, we could get 14 gold here already? We got so many friends. Alright, Pig who lost day 1. And he's only level 2. I think we got a good chance of winning this one. What does he got? He has quite a few procs of healing, which will get rid of a decent amount of our poison, but I think it's just going to be too much for him. I don't really know what some of these items do. Matchbox, I feel like, is always scary, but in this case, he just didn't really have a chance. I mean, Monitor Lizard did the most poison. Mostly because we have him, like... Because first Aiden probably goes off twice before he goes off once. So he gets up to, like, 16 poison before he even gets to go off once. Alright, what do we got here? So I have been talking about, like, what weapons do I want? The weapons we're looking for are Power Drill, Dualtron, and Bulldozer. We obviously used Bulldozer last time. Or we could hunt for... We could just grab a random skill from Lost Crate, which I do like to do. We have a lot of money. I'm gonna go weapons. Nothing. Nothing. That sucks. Didn't get any of the things I was talking about. Should have just maybe grabbed a random skill, but again, it would be random. We go Tinker. Definitely upgrading Beetle. I will upgrade Monitor Lizard because it's just going to make it so he stacks twice as much at the start of the fight.
I hope our friends help you, sir.
And then we're going to reroll and look for more stuff. What do we got? Yellow Wasp.
Now you listen to Dooley, okay? He's fighting for all of us.
Okay, Yellow Wasp does more for Monitor Lizard than First Aiden does. But we need First Aiden in because of Overheal Haste. And he only charges on burns. So he's got nothing that's charging him. What's better, Chem Snail? I guess if I take out Chem Snail, though, I would just be putting... What does this thing even do? Why is it not... This is the one that, like, gains value or something when it charges. I don't know why it's not telling me what it does, but I don't really care. I think we can win the fight here with this stuff, and then before we get to the end of the day, we'll either be putting in Companion Core or Mantis, depending on if we get another small item or not. But yeah, let's hope we could beat the Eccentric, because if we get rigged... I heard someone talking about this. Apparently, like, these are all silver, right? This is gold, and rigged is bronze. The best thing here is definitely rigged. So that's why people tend to get rigged so often. Apparently it's weighted towards you getting lower rarity things more often, which obviously makes sense, but they should probably change the rarity of rigged because it's the thing you want the most anyways. A Chem Snail's not doing a lot, but he is charging Beetle a little bit. I guess there is something to be said about Chem Snail being in between these two, because it charges both of them. Ah, and then we get stupid barbed wire. No one wants barbed wire. Ooh, was a tough choice. We already made this choice once where we went with Andy and it paid off big time. But do I really want to make that same choice twice? I think this time I should go Mountain Pass. They need to stop giving me Andy and Mountain Pass at the same time.
Buddy, I've got work to do.
Does any of this stuff help me? When you haste, shield up. Shield 10. Oh, that's actually kind of useful. Because I do haste quite a bit. I assume... Does this count as all separate hastes for that? It probably does. So that would give me a whole bunch of shields.
Well, anyway, I've got to get
Odds I actually get that, though? I mean, it is bronze. Could be likely. Yeah, I got it. Okay. So we'll see when First Aiden goes off. The problem is we also have Defense Matrix in there when First Aiden goes off. We should... Defense Matrix give me 40. Actually, we're about to level up, so there's no reason calculating it. Upgrade to bronze. Alright, so now this is where things are going to get interesting. Now we actually do get shield. So I might actually put in barbed wire, or I could put in when you use another friend. Everything I have is friends, so Companion Core might be better than Mantis. At the moment. And we might as well just put you here. Oh, wait, you were next to Black Spider on purpose, though. Okay, hold up. Do that. There we go. So, yeah, it's still not telling me what that one does, but we're just gonna re-roll it at Mandala. What are we doing? Because the only reason I wanted to build this first was because I was trying to decide if I upgrade Yellow Mantis to do 3 hastes then. Because right now, Core does 2 hastes, Yellow Mantis does 2 hastes, but I could get Yellow Mantis to do 3 hastes. Which would work better with this. And work better with Monitor Lizard. I think I'm actually just going to upgrade Spider. I feel like what they might do to the bugs is they might make them so when you upgrade them, you increase their time rather than their amount of items that they hit. Because the amount of items is what makes them so good. It makes them charge each other so much, and it makes them like CC the entire board. I think we just go JJ because there's not that many great options.
I mean, a customer.
I'm not going to be able to fit Micro Dave, I don't think, so... well, we'll get Satcom again.
I get it. You're busy. Enjoy your purchase.
Alright, so we're going to try and pay attention. This pig is lost day 1 and day 2. When First Aiden goes off, we're going to see... We should get 55 shield from Defense Grid, 10 from First Aiden, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from this. So we're either going to get 65, or if this works, then we're going to get 135. And we're going to have to be fast because Companion Core is going to go off very soon and change that number.
You do see these tusks, right?
Is he only level 3? Yeah, he is. Okay, watch it. maybe worked? Monitor lizard's going crazy. I think it worked. It just like counted up really slowly, which looked kind of weird, but I think it did give me 135. The problem is by the time it actually got to 135, other stuff had already gone off. Yeah, okay, we're doing a lot right now already. How many times did things go off? Yeah, okay. So, I think we go talk. Because the thing about talk is... I guess he doesn't sell charge items. I keep forgetting he doesn't sell charge items. So he probably only sells some of the bugs. I got an Eluso Ray. Problem is, Eluso Ray's cooldown is worse than Black Spider. But he would have multicast 3. So he'd technically be doing more than Black Spider right now. But I think his cooldown's too slow. I'd rather... With the charge, probably Black Spider is just doing more. Yeah, we should go here. And we get Firefly. So is that all of them then already? When you haste, this gains 5 burn. We do have... When this gains haste, okay? I could guarantee it with Companion Core. But I think I'm probably taking out Companion Core now. Ooh, that's big. I think I am gonna try and buy the Metronome. Do I have some garbage I could sell? I just want to sell this because it's bothering me that it doesn't tell me what it does, and we could just re-roll the barbed wire then. Give me this Metronome, just in case. Okay, we do have Mountain Pass, which we're probably going to go to, but let's fix our board up. So... let's put the bugs in order. Like so. And then you go over here to stack Blue Beetle faster. We don't have a second burn for you. Is there any other better way to do this? I mean, maybe Metronome? Because I think we're gonna lose a little bit of haste. Not a lot. Well, actually, we might gain some because this is a 3. But we definitely could get more haste if I threw in Metronome. The problem is Chem Snail would probably have to go. But what would I be putting in? There's no good spot to put an Elusoray except, I guess, between these two? And then it doesn't really help me if it's between those two. I think we're better off like this. Until we can find something better to replace Chem Snail with Metronome and something else. Then let's go Mountain Pass. Let's escort. We get the Dervish, which I think can give you like some cooldown stuff. Oh yeah, these things. So we just want one of these to sell it. So we can give everything some cooldown reduction. Oh yeah, it just like the Time Tinker goes off one at a time, which is kind of awkward. But it does give us a significant amount of defense. Because we have so many hastes here, hastes here. He's doing less poison now than this guy, though. I guess he only got to go off once. If he had gotten off that second time. Ah, we get the stupid shoe blade. Alright, let's get some good skills. Not that we don't already have good skills, but... use a vehicle. When you slow, your items gain for the fight. We do a lot of slows already, so actually that's probably the play.
You seem lighter. I think you had a breakthrough.
Can we beat Prince Marianus? We just hit level 5, so I kind of think the answer is yes. Get rid of the shoe blade. I'm never going to use that or re-roll it. I think we could beat Prince Marianus.
We will aquaform this world. Your streets will be our river.
Ooh, if we could get slowed targets upgraded. I don't know if I care about this since we don't have a weapon yet. Okay, so that is going to charge a lot, which is kind of annoying. But I think our shield just kind of prevents him from actually doing anything scary.
From Pelago, from Nautica, from every sea world, we will come.
Yeah, we just kind of wrecked him. Exodia bugs, man. And we got it so early, right? Like, did we already have all of them at day 3? He went off twice this time, so he did do the most poison. We get this skill. Really would have preferred the other one, but now at least if we get like a power drill that we want to fit in, it'll do something. Could go docks, but the problem is I can't get anything that I want out of the docks except a weapon. Whereas Kina could give me some bug upgrades. Yeah, there we go. I do think I'm going to buy the metronome upgrade. I think it's just a mistake to not have metronome ready just in case.
I can feel our
Do I have a bunch of stuff to sell so I can reroll here? Not a lot. Let's see what it is. Do I want a chem snail? I'd be selling this, which means I no longer have a reroll target. But do I even need a reroll target now that I have all the bugs? Not really. Yeah, I mean, chem snail's not a permanent
the good of all.
guy in our team, but might as well upgrade him for now. We still need something else to put in with metronome if we're going to get rid of chem snail. And maybe we'll get rid of monitor lizard, but for now he's fine. Where am I going? I got nothing, so I guess we just get a small weapon. That's interesting. When you slow, your weapons gave it 4 damage. And this is... Huh. The problem is if I take out Chem Snail, there goes one of our slows. I took out Monitor Lizard instead. An adjacent item hastes. Does it count? Does it count as the metronome hasting? I assume it counts as the metronome hasting and not the yellow mantis hasting. Does it just be an extra haste that the yellow mantis would be doing? I don't know if that's worth it to invest in this strategy here. To like double down on this proboscis. It's just so low damage and it's only getting 4. But if you think about it, we're getting 1 every time the snail goes off. And this is also going off every time. I wonder what happens first. Do you get the damage first or does this thing attack first? But when Black Spider goes off, you get 3 stacks. So this goes off 3 times and it gets 12 damage. Where are we? We're at a player fight against the Dooley who lost like day 2 and that's it. I want to try this, but I think I should save it for a monster fight. Are you level 6 or are you level 5? You're level 5. So I think I just keep this board right now. And then we'll see how good this proboscis can actually be. Okay, he's only got like one bug. Oh, he has deadly first aid with 50% crit chance? Alright. He has a lot of max health. Why do you have so much max health? What the heck, man? Are we gonna lose? Yeah, okay. He just beat me up. His Clarence did a lot. I guess he didn't have that much. I just took damage pretty quickly from these nanobots. I can't believe this build was better than mine. That's Monitor Lizard really failed me there. So yeah, maybe Monitor Lizard needs to go. 20 gold from that? Alright, I'll take it, I guess. Maybe I should have tried the proboscis thing. Proboscis. Oh, we got another Eluso Ray. Stop giving me Eluso Rays. But I guess there's... I already have all the bugs, so like, who cares that much? Upgrade a bronze item. There's nothing I want to upgrade. I could upgrade the core. Actually, I should probably upgrade the... Could upgrade the SATCOM. I think it's better to just fish for stuff that we need.
With no weapons?
No.
Leave with big bargains.
No.
I suppose you'll go buy a weapon instead.
Okay, we go to Andy. Look for more bugs.
Mine is highly concentrated.
Come on, Andy. It's first aiding, but...
Remorse never. Be remorseless.
I mean, charcoal's kind of interesting. Because this is when you use any friend. And we use a lot of friends.
You want to buy that? I mean, excellent choice.
So we're going to try and fight Scoville. Okay, Monitor Lizard needs to go. We're trying this. The question is, do I put in Metronome here, or do I put in Charcoal? Charcoal can obviously boost Mantis, but he is gonna be slow. I want to see how good this proboscis is. Let's try this. I don't know if this will work or not. You're level 8. I think we might be strong enough, but we'll see. Last time we beat Scoville. I think our build was a little bit better last time. Oh, we got a lot of... I don't know. This seemed pretty good. How much damage did it do? It did 600 damage. That's kind of interesting. And Charcoal did a ton of burn, too. Well, hold on. I want to rewatch it real quick. I need to see Charcoal, because I wasn't paying attention to him. Every time someone goes off, Charcoal is getting burned. Yeah, okay. I mean, Charcoal's laying down a ton of burn. And our shield, the passive shield that we get, it's funny, we have no shield items, but we actually, like, build up a shield that this guy couldn't break through. Because he's all burned. But yeah, charcoal did way more burn than firefly. I think snail needs to go, but snail is helping proboscis a little bit. Both adjacent items are food. I don't think we have any food. None of the bugs count as food. Oh, whoops. Oh, I could put in like double Eluso Ray maybe, huh? Instead of snail? That would make the proboscis go crazy. Let's find some skills. First time you slow, freeze. Or we could upgrade this. Or we could get 4%. I think this. Okay, what do we got? We can upgrade a silver or lower. These two are already upgraded. Hold on, let's get rid of this. I think we're going to try and put in both Eluso Rays. You don't require adjacent friends, right? Reach adjacent friend or ray multicast. I think we just go like this. So these guys are all both slowing 3 every time they go off. Do you require slow or what? Who requires slow? You do. That's not gonna happen. I don't have anything good I could put next to you. So Blue Beetle's gonna go off slightly slower now. But we just added so much slow. If we actually get to that. Alright, so who are we upgrading? What does Eluso Ray do? I think it just increases the time that it slows things, right? Elu... How do you spell this guy? Oh, 2 L's. Yeah, it increases the time that he does it. But he's obviously hitting multiple targets because he's multicasting. I could get Mantis for an extra 1, which would charge this some more. And Eluso Ray is actually going to make Charcoal go crazy, too. Because each of these go off 3 times. What do I upgrade here? I could upgrade the proboscis. Let me look up the proboscis. I don't know anything about proboscis. Proboscis just gets 4 more damage. That makes sense, but... It's actually, some of the upgrades for proboscis could be interesting. Especially if we could get, like, turbo. I don't think there is a... You can't get a when you slow, you slow. There's no heavy proboscis. That's unfortunate. Because I guess it would just go infinite on its own, huh? So, proboscis upgrade would make it start with 4 more damage. Probably not worth it. The Eluso Rays could potentially be worth it. I think we just go Mantis. Or do I go a skill? I think we gotta go Mantis. We just make our combo a little bit better. Curios. What would we be looking for in Curios? We could be making proboscis a lot better with Curios. Ooh, we got 2 cooldown items. Poison items. Damage. Crit. Random freeze. Can we even afford all this stuff? Like, there's a lot of stuff that I want. Probably Icicle's not going to make the cut. This is only going to give 1 damage to Proboscis. Like, upgrading Proboscis probably wasn't worth it because I could get more out of some of these. But giving it this damage from other sources is probably good. Sorry, Snail. I think you're gone. Now, the real question is, do I want to keep Charcoal in? Or would I be better off putting, like, Metronome right here? It might be worth it for now. Let's... I'm going to throw Proboscis here because we're going to want almost all this stuff going on Proboscis. Do I want the crit on Proboscis as well? Or do I want it on Charcoal? Probably Proboscis.
Warms my rusty circuits to see that find a home. While you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Oh, this doesn't work on Proboscis. Okay. So who do I want to have that then? I mean, Charcoal's the best target, technically. But I think Firefly and Green Wasp is better because it's such a low crit amount that they'll have a better chance of actually making use of it. I guess since we're doing more burn, we might as well go with that one. And then give that guy 1 poison. Maybe I should have given it to him since I was going to increase his poison, but... So then we essentially just got a Proboscis upgrade right there by doing that. And then we reduce everything's cooldown, just a tiny bit. Not a lot right now, but... Oh, we want this. Reduce more cooldown.
That's a bargain.
And then let's see what else we can find. Healing. This does nothing for us because our shielding doesn't come from an item. That's good damage for Proboscis. That's good. We'll give that to Firefly for sure. It's a slow item that we don't need. Do I have enough money here?
20 years waiting for you. Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
Oh, I forgot I bought this, yeah. So now we essentially now have a diamond Proboscis. And then this, reduce everything's cooldown by another 1%. We're not doing great, right? But it's something. And then Salamander Pup to increase Firefly.
While you're doing your part.
And that's probably it. I probably don't want to buy the 10 max health for 2 gold. Yeah, we want to give it to Firefly, not Charcoal, because Charcoal's building up his own burn. Okay, is this good? I don't know. It seems pretty good. See, this guy's doing just as good as me, and we both lost day 4. Let's see how this guy's build looks. Let's try and secure that 4 wins. What does he have? Oh, he's got Power Drill Weaponized Core. I think we're gonna be in a good spot here. Yeah. These guys were about to go off again and make Proboscis go crazy. I can't believe we actually have, like, an effective Proboscis. 720 damage. Because we got 3 slows coming out of here, 3 here, 3 here. That's interesting. If we could get right-hand weapon and left-hand weapon, or one or the other, that would be great. Medium items we really don't need. Probably just gonna work at the docks. Work at the docks, get a weapon. Could be something useful. What the heck is this? That's a pig item. I don't think I've ever seen that one before. Ooh, we got another chance to go curios. Oh, we got another blue beetle. Not worth it. We really need to upgrade Satcom. If actually, I mean, it's never going to pay off, right? Because we probably want the Eluso raise. Do I have enough money to go for curios? I think I don't have enough to go for Pearl's Dig Site. The regen could be nice, but I think the curios, they could give me so much damage on Proboscis. Let's just sell this flail right away. We'll keep that blue beetle for a second just in case. You sell for 0. I don't need that. Probably will buy that. Can't use that. That'll give me 2 poison. Oh,
Warms my
I sometimes do that wrong.
find a home.
Oh, yeah, stop. I keep doing it now.
Now that's a bargain.
Okay, reroll. Rocket Boots is great. This is 1 more damage for Proboscis. Okay.
Warms my rusty circuits.
Rocket Boots is going to do a lot for Yellow Mantis here. Is it? Hold up. I need to make sure it actually hits Yellow Mantis. Oh, it's going to hit Aiden. Hold up. Don't want that. What the? Okay. And then I guess we just get this for the 1 damage on the Proboscis.
There 20 years waiting for you.
Sell this, heal items, get 10. I don't think I'm gonna... That's not gonna be worth it. Costs too much. Alright, let's go. Can we beat Lone Shark? I think we probably can. Our build does take a little bit to get started, but... that might be okay for Proboscis. First 5 times, we don't have aquatic. I guess these are aquatic. But we'd have no weapons to haste, so that would be pointless. Wow, the Proboscis is doing a lot. 990 damage that time. Charcoal's almost not even worth it anymore. He's going off once, kind of early in the fight. Not doing a lot of burn. So it might be worth it to go metronome. Can you get a heavy metronome? Is that a thing? Metronome. Heavy metronome when you use... Yeah, that would be really good if we could put it next to the Eluso rays. Like in between here. And then just have it constantly slowing something. Because it seems like Charcoal's just not doing anything. What do we get? We get this skill, which, like I said, doesn't do anything since our weapon is not hasteable. I assume it can't even receive haste. Shield skills is interesting because we get so much shield, but I think a lot of them are not going to work. I think we're looking for this.
Don't worry. None of my students have grown extra arms.
First 5 times you use the core. Nope. First time you freeze, haste 1 item. When one of your burned items gains haste, if it already has haste, yeah. I mean, this is not reliable because I can't guarantee Yellow Mantis is going to hit Firefly. I really would rather have, like, more freezing happening. Although this would have been really good if I had actually taken icicles instead of charcoal. I kind of really want to reroll here. When you haste, your items gain crit. First 4 times you charge 1 weapon, that doesn't help me. First time you use a large item, haste 2 item. So this one's the only one. And I don't think Proboscis can get crit based on what we've seen, so this one's kind of lackluster. Would I rather have had the other thing? I don't know. Sharpening Stone's actually kind of good here, huh? I think I should take out charcoal, huh? So I think I could... Oh, that's unfortunate. There's actually no place to put metronome, I'm now realizing. Because It can't go in the middle of all these guys. And if it's next to one of the Eluso Rays, then the Eluso Rays fire less. And if the Proboscis was another friend, then we can make it work. Because someone needs to be on the far side of the Eluso Rays. So actually, maybe I should just put in another Blue Beetle? Or should I just keep in the charcoal for longer fights? Huh. Okay. That's it. I hadn't really thought that all through yet. Give me a sharpening kit to make the Proboscis better. 5 more damage on the Proboscis. Ah, we have no money. I could sell the metronome, I guess. That's probably not worth it to buy like one. It wouldn't even be enough to buy one bug. I could do a temporary boost to the Proboscis, give it 25 damage. Or I could get a small non-weapon item, which could be a bug. I want to see what happens if we do this. Because this is going to be funny. We got a pig who's been losing. Let's give 5 more damage to the Proboscis. I think when everything goes off, the Proboscis might just kill the guy outright. We really need right-hand or left-hand weapon. Oh, he has Proboscis too. His Proboscis is actually pretty good. I don't know if he has the... I guess he couldn't have the same buff because it would have more damage. So we'll compare Proboscises, but I feel like mine was probably better. Yeah, mine did 1,185. I mean, his is doing something. It's kind of funny that we ran into someone else doing a Proboscis build when I've almost never seen anyone who even has a Proboscis. Oh, so his is going off with the pepper spray. That's an interesting idea. I would replace charcoal with pepper spray, because that would mean if we start losing, then Proboscis just slaps him like 9 times. And then we might win off of that. So that's what happened for him. That's why his actually did something. But if I had pepper spray, the problem is it's a pig item. And it doesn't get crit. It's... Oh, wait. This is rightmost. What are you doing? Oh, you're hitting the matchbox. How was everything else there? Yeah, charcoal's only going off 1 time. Even the Eluso Rays only got to go off 1 time. We're doing like a one-shot Proboscis build. If we can get enough damage on this Proboscis. Obviously, right now it has 25 temporary damage. Haste skill, medium. I really don't need any medium. We're just like a full build of small stuff. Got a Yeti Crab. Do we bring back the Yeti Crab? It's kind of hard to bring back the Yeti Crab because the Blue Beetle wants to get charged. Last time we had a weird scenario where we had 2 green wasps. Skill upgrades. A haste item? What haste item would I possibly want? I think I just fish for skill upgrades, but they do sell them, which means I have to buy them. Ooh, that's too expensive. I think I just gotta go this, huh? It's the only thing I'll be able to afford. I think we get rid of the second Blue Beetle. There might be a chance that I use that Yeti Crab. Like, even if I sold everything here, that gets me 7. not enough to get this thing. Although I've never seen anyone with diamond overheal haste. That would be kind of big to just have everything hasted for 4 seconds once first Aiden goes off. But it's not going to happen. We got to go this one. Okay, upgrade a bronze item. Maybe I upgrade one of these guys. Because I have no money. I could start with a shield as well. But it's only going to work for this fight. So I guess I upgrade one of the Eluso Rays. It's not great, but it's something. Should be able to beat Shock Trooper, I'm thinking. Do we want this? Yeah, if we could get that, that would be pretty good too. Incendiary rounds. Actually, that doesn't really do anything for us. We make so much noise because of this time to tinker skill and the proboscis combined. We're getting close to the proboscis just one-shotting people, but we need more damage. We need like a gold right-hand weapon and a gold left-hand weapon, and then I think it'll just one-shot people. A tool, just give me an item. It could be like a bug. That's not what I want. Do I want to transform anything? Probably not. Should I save this to transform? What am I transforming into, though? Like, I don't really need anything else, right? I just need to make these things better. Which I guess the only way to make it better is to go to JJ. Because the small weapon, I guess, could be a proboscis, but, like, what are the odds? Alright, JJ. Don't fail me. You failed me, but I guess you gave me crypto.
Do you have to leave already?
I could have gone with the Clarence, but I kind of like what we're doing here. I think it's funny. Ooh. Really, right after... This is a mistake.
So glad to see you again, sir.
I can't reroll. Oh, the crypto coming through with a lot of value. Now I can reroll, actually.
Until next time.
What are the odds? If something costs 8, I guess I could sell the metronome and the satcom and stuff. Okay, it only costs 4. Sorry, Yeti Crab. Actually, Plasma Grenade can go first. Yeti Crab. I don't think we're going to make Yeti Crab work this time, but he worked last time, so.
May the court light your way.
Alright, we got all the bugs at gold now, but I really want them to be diamond. Another option for Clarence, but like, look at this build. It's so cool. It's mostly... This is hilarious. I can't believe we got 2 random Eluso Rays from Satcom. Alright, this Mac, he's not on last stand yet, but he's not doing good. Although, he must have won recently. Like, maybe he won his day 6 fight. Because I think otherwise he would have lost. Or be on last stand already. Let's hope he doesn't murder us.
When we are finished, may I dissect you for study?
Alright, what's he got? He's got a lot of poison and a lot of damage. Is this okay? I don't know. We'll find out. Here we go. Everything gets started. Exodia bugs. Okay, it wasn't even close. Alright. Proboscis is still doing work. Some of these, like, I don't even know if I've ever seen some of these skills. Only 650 damage, but I guess that's half of his health, so... I really need to get rid of charcoal. I just don't have anything better. Because we couldn't figure out how to put the metronome in here. What else could I want? Because the Yeti crab doesn't fit right there, but I could put the Yeti crab in. We got a pet rock. If this is your only friend, well, it's not our only friend. So, sorry, pet rock. It's just not going to work out. Weapons, there's no way. Upgrade a bronze tier item. I guess the second Eluso Ray? Like, what am I even trying to do here? I need to upgrade these things, not these guys. But I don't have anything better, right? They're not giving me any options. Small non-weapon? It could be a bug, but probably be better off just doubling the Eluso Ray slow. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not happy about it. Maybe I should have just randomed for an item.
Come on, it's just dust.
Burn item, transform, non-weapon. I think we gamble on the non-weapons. I don't have a lot of money, though. Okay, well, that's not doing it for me. That's not doing it either. Alright, we'll move on with our lives. What do we got? Burninator. Burninator could be useful with one of his skills. Maybe he has something that's better than charcoal? I'm trying to figure out if I should just put Yeti crab. The problem is I don't want Blue Beetle to go off less. I need Green Wasp to be next to Blue Beetle for this to work. So it's really tough for me to put Yeti. Yeti crab would be better than charcoal, but I don't have a spot for it. Ah, it's so unfortunate. Alright, what is this? The first 5 times you slow, charge 1 burn item. Yeah, I mean, that would be good. We're doing a lot of slowing. This is just funny, the, like, 10 shield I get repeatedly every time I haste. Alright, well that was not even close. Proboscis doing half of his health again. I really want... Oh, we got this one. Okay, I mean, this one's good. Just gonna make us burn more. I really want to get something crazy with Proboscis. Hold on, let me look up Proboscis again. Oh, yeah, I spelled it wrong. Proboscis. Yeah, it can't get deadly. Ah, why did we have to get deadly? Deadly is the worst one for me because it does very little on any of my things. So I kind of have to go random artist. What could I get? Do I random the Proboscis or do I random like one of the Eluso Rays maybe? Or what else could I do? There's a lot of options, right? If I random the Proboscis, what I really want is Turbo or Icy. Although Icy only freezes small items. Toxic and Fiery kind of suck. Shiny would be really funny. Also Obsidian. Both of those would double its damage. So it's like half of them would be good and half of them would be bad. Well, I say bad. They wouldn't be actively bad, but it would be less than ideal. What else could I do? I mean, I could definitely hit the Green Wasp or the Firefly. Because they're going off a lot and they have good scalings. I could hit Eluso Ray because it has multicast. So we're definitely going the artist.
So dull.
But what am I putting in the artist?
Brighten them.
Ah, it's so tough. Let me look up, like, beetle and spider and see what we're talking about here. I hate this always having to pick the random one. Your friends have 20% crit. Oh, if I had gone with the deadly, it's too late for that now. Shiny, this has multicast. Oh my goodness. Turbo, haste one item. There's double freeze duration. Slow. I think I maybe just go Beetle. Because if Beetle gets double freeze duration or shiny, then I think we just win the game. What does Yellow Mantis do? Yellow Mantis doesn't pop off nearly as hard as if we high roll with Blue Beetle here. But again, Proboscis could be good. The problem with Proboscis is if it hits poison or burn, then we're doing like 2 poison or 2 burn, and then we don't really care. This sucks because we could very easily just miss, right? Like, it's still random. I'm just trying to make the best choice possible. I think the best choice is trying to high roll with Beetle. Oh, please. We got poisoned. That's terrible. Alright. Whatever. Although... this now works, actually. Because Yeti Crab, whenever Blue Beetle goes off, Yeti Crab just punches up his poison 3 times. Which is probably better than Charcoal. So there is that. And we get to keep our multicast. Alright, JJ, so show me something good. Fiber optic. Oh, man. Is there a way to make fiber optic work here? So, what we'd have to do is we'd have to flip all the bugs backwards, and first Aiden would be the thing getting hit by the fiber optic. But we'd have to get rid of Yeti Crab for it. Is that worth it? I mean, every time first Aiden goes off, we do haste for that. And when we haste, we get a crit. I don't think it's good enough. Should I buy fiber optic anyways? No, it's too expensive. If I had more money, I'd buy it anyways, but... we currently don't have anything good enough, I think, to make fiber optic work. Although... no, there's no way to do it, because the thing is this core of bugs is what's going off the most, right? And there's no way to have Beetle be all the way to the right and Yellow Mantis be all the way to the left and have these all still attached. It doesn't work. Dang, okay. Alright, what do we got? We could get 10 regen. We could go to Barcoon. We're not looking for anything from Barcoon. He buys small items at 1 more value. We could sell Charcoal. But I think I'd rather just get the 10 regen. Alright, this person's not doing great. Can we secure our 7 win right here?
My fight isn't with you, but if you insist.
He's gonna hit us a little bit, so our regen's actually gonna pay off here. Can I overheal? I did overheal. Okay, good.
Bring her about.
Okay. The Proboscis actually had to do more because he didn't die after 1 volley. if I had right hand weapon. I just need stuff to buff the proboscis damage. I don't get some of these items like metronome and proboscis that are like conditional to go off. They don't actually have a cooldown. Sometimes they just say they went off like an arbitrary amount of times at the bottom. Like, what do you mean it went off 4 times? That's obviously not what happened. When you use an item with burn, that item gains 1 burn for the fight. How many times did I use Firefly? 5 times. Not enough. How many poison did he do? 36. I mean, it's something. Not ideal. Alright, what are we doing here? What do we get? Another first Aiden. Not gonna be useful. I think we just look here.
Pounds for peace.
What do we got? Nothing? And nothing. Okay. I mean, at least we secured our 7 wins. Now we're going for the Grand Slam or whatever they call it. I think I gotta go. Like, Andy has a higher chance of giving me what I want. I think. Because, like, I don't know what I'd be looking for in Pearl's Dig Site. I'd be looking for something that Dooley can't normally get, right? And I really don't know what. Because I haven't used bugs enough, I don't know what items other people have that could help me right now.
You've just taken the first step toward
Oh, come on, Andy. Well, we hit something. And it's the slow, which helps the proboscis.
You're a smart one for your size.
Maybe I should buff the black spider, because the black spider, instead of the toxic blue beetle, because the black spider is obviously going to go off more because it's in the middle of stuff. Maybe it was a mistake to go with blue beetle, but I guess we fit in Yeti crab because of it, so. Alright, so now we're going to start seeing, like, the high-level fights. Oh, never mind, I lied. We might go Bloodreef Captain. Bloodreef Captain has a skill that would lower all of our cooldowns. Let me look it up real quick, because I had it last time, I think. Oh, wait, he's Bloodreef Captain, right? Yeah, Bloodreef Captain. There's also a Bloodreef Raider. Your items are reduced by 5% if you have a vehicle, which we don't have, but I did have last time. If you have a weapon, which we do have, and if you have a tool. I don't think we have a tool. Last time, I think I had a weapon and a vehicle, but no tool, so it was 10%. This time, I'd only have 5% out of it. If you have 5, yeah, that would... Nothing from Bloodreef Captain is good. Like, the 5% would be okay, but it's not that good. Let's look up Yurden. I don't actually know what Yurden can give. The first 5 times you use a tool, we don't have it. When you slow, gain 2 regen. That would actually work. Other than that, I don't think we want any of his items. And then what else? We got weapons platform. Weapons platform. When you use a large item, nope, that doesn't work. Your items have 12% hit or crit. We don't care about that. I think it's Yurden, just because of the regen we would get. When we do all the slows, we would just pop a whole bunch of regen, right? How much? Because it's 2 regen per slow. We'd be doing 4 slows here, 6 slows here. That's 10 slows. We'd be getting 20 regen every time everything goes off. We lose 1 XP by doing this, but I think that skill could potentially be a high roll for us. Otherwise, this would be kind of bad to hit. And I guess the most likely thing to get would be the shielded salt, which we don't want.
These Piggles devs have no idea how to balance this game.
It did just occur to me with how much proboscis is increasing, maybe poison or something isn't that bad on it. Yeah, we see a little bit of extra damage out of 1 salvo here because we now have the black spider upgraded. Just give me this relax, bro, please. That's Piggle. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Slow skills. Let's see what happens here. The first 6 times you use your rightmost item each fight, charge 1 slow item. I assume this would count Yellow Mantis, but I'd maybe just move Proboscis over to the left to make sure. If you have exactly 1, okay, that does nothing. The first time you slow each fight, freeze. I think we don't want to increase that because we're probably CCing their whole board. So it's really just this. The first 6 times you use your rightmost item, charge a slow item. And we're just trying to charge like these items, right? Because we're going to be using the rightmost item, which is the Yellow Mantis, a decent amount. So I think it's just righty-tighty. Not ideal. Maybe I should have gone for the diamond skills. Ooh, monster skills, but we don't have a lot of money. Do I have a lot of stuff to sell? Piggles are worth nothing. That kind of sucks. Probably we could sell all of this. I just don't think I have enough to buy a lot of friends, right? Because they're going to cost like 8 gold each for the gold friends. Let's see, maybe we can hit like a really good monster skill. Okay, well, first time your enemy falls below half, burn 15. When you use a weapon, it get in and out. That does nothing for us. First time you freeze each fight, slow all enemy items. Yeah, we need that. That makes Proboscis win us the game. Sorry, Charcoal, it's time to go. Also, I could maybe transform this because it's shielded. And it has 0 value right now, but then even if it doesn't give me something good, I could sell it. First time you freeze, slow all enemy items. So that's going to be like, you'd imagine that they at least have 5 items. Granted, if they're like Vanessa, they might not have 5 items that can be hit by slow. But the second Blue Beetle goes off, it also is slowing 5 things. Yeah, that's gonna go crazy.
Remember, this is their world. Tread lightly.
Okay, I don't have enough money to go here. Even if I sold all my stuff, I'd only be able to buy 1 bug. Do I just make enough room for spare change then? Probably. Sorry, First Aid. Okay, Mac fight. He has lost 2 days, but they've been later on. He's level 11, same as us, so he's actually doing quite good on level. I need to make space for the friend we're gonna get. This could be close, but I think if our stuff goes off, this guy might just get one-shot by Proboscis now. Because he doesn't have a whole lot of items that can't be slowed. In fact, it looks like all of his items probably... Oh, no, this thing can't. But everything else can be slowed. Oh, no, these can't either. Oh, he's got a lot of regen, though. This is going to be a long fight, it seems like. Okay, we pushed through, but that was actually pretty even. He stacked up a lot of poison on us. The first time you fall below half, double your enemies. Oh, okay, that's how he did it. I see. Proboscis did 3,000 damage. We're approaching that Proboscis one-shot play now. He had rigged, and we don't even have a rust or whatever to get the slow right at the start for Proboscis. Okay, that was a close one, but we move on. 8 wins. We're 2 away from a ranked 10 win. What we got? Get a tool. Transform. I think I might just transform the piggy. Yeah, sorry, Hamlet. That's not going to work out. Transform the piggy because it could be a high-value item. Or if it gave me one of the bugs I already have, probably be worth it. JJ's too random, and a tool is also too random. What we get? That's not it. That is not it. But, you know, he's worth 8 gold now. And it was worth 0 previously. Small and large. He'd probably sell Satcom at this point. I don't really want to spend my money here, but I could get money from this guy, actually. Get a friend. I think I'm going to take a quick break, fill up my water, and think for a second. Okay, we're back. I didn't actually figure out what we're gonna do, but... so if I do this, I could get 5 to 10 coins. This has a chance to give me some of the bugs. This also has a chance to give me a bug. The reason I wouldn't want to go here is because it's going to cost me money, whereas this one is not going to cost me money. If I went here and grabbed XP, I'd be level 12 before the midday fight. I think I just grabbed a friend. That's not useful. Dang it. But, I mean, it's the same as if I had... Actually, it's better than if I had gone to grab coin from that guy. Volcus Enforcer. I need to look up Volcus Enforcer. I lose to this guy every single time. Volcus Enforcer. What the heck do you do? The first 3 times you shield each fight, freeze 1 item for 2 seconds. When you freeze, your items get crit. He has freeze both players' non-core items. And then he has something that decreases the freeze on his items and shields whenever any item gains freeze. Freeze both players' items. And then he has the pick, remove freeze from your items. When any item gains freeze, charge this 2 seconds. When this item gains freeze, remove freeze from it. And he has Icebreaker and Ice Pick. And then he has Icicle and Frost Potion. This guy just, like, kills me every single time as well. It would be great if we could get Cryo Mastery, but I don't know if we could beat this. Because we have so many items that his freeze all items are more effective, right? So yeah, I don't think we can actually beat Volcus Enforcer. Can Property... I don't think Property Baron can give me anything useful. Yeah, Property Baron doesn't give me anything useful. What is this guy? Boss Harrow? When any weapon item is used, slow it for 2 seconds. Oh, when any non-weapon item is used. That's interesting, because I actually did that one time and was slowing... I didn't realize it slowed your own stuff, but it actually synergized with my build. And if we got that right now, that would count for Proboscis. Because even if I slow my own things, like my own bugs, they're mostly going off because they're charged, and they're going to all be hasted as well. So that kind of negates it, and I'm also going to get it off the enemy. So if I get that skill, I feel like then Proboscis just one-shots the enemy. And if I got strength, that would also help me. So yeah, let's go Boss Harrow. This skill right here slows everything or strength. Other than that, I don't really want anything. I don't think these slows count for Proboscis. Oh, is he gonna kill me? He's not gonna kill me, right? Okay. Yeah, since those slows were his slows and not my slows, they didn't count for Proboscis. We get this thing. This thing would work on Proboscis, and it's actually kind of interesting because it has slow synergy, but it's too big. We'd have to take out too much stuff. If it was small and I could take out Yeti Crab, then I'd do it, but not gonna work out like this. 22 gold from friends. I think we have to go this and then just go to shops and try and spend it. Not a good roll right after. So I could go to this to visit hero merchants, which I don't really want. I guess if I go here, I buff Proboscis damage by 10, right? We spend the 5 gold to get 10 damage on Proboscis. Alright, what do we have here? Medium items is not what I want. Could get 1200 shield for the next fight. Kind of like make it a lot harder for me to lose the next fight. Yeah, I think that's probably the play. Okay, this guy's on last stand. He's like a radiant rank Dooley. He might have a crazy build. He is on last stand, so he probably just got like a good enchantment or something, and he should know what he's doing since he's such a high rank. That's one thing that I noticed. I feel like ranked doesn't make any sense because you can fight people who are much higher ranked than you, right? Which doesn't make any sense. You shouldn't be able to fight someone who's higher ranked than you. Because that's the whole point of ranked. Or I should get more points for fighting someone who's higher ranked than me, right? Gosh, he has too much shielding. I can't get through his Dualtron shielding. Okay, we finally got through it. Because he only has 4 bugs. I wonder why he did that. Oh, because they have multicast. That's why he did it. He was trying something interesting because he even has multicast on the Dualtron. Because he ran... I guess this is a property that Dooley has. The problem is the bugs get significantly worse if you don't have all 5. But yeah, I wonder if... And maybe it's just an issue of there's not enough players in the game to have me only fight bronze people because I'm in bronze. But it is kind of weird that I'm fighting someone who's the highest rank in the game, right? In ranked. Like, if it was in a normal match, I could see it happening. But if I'm fighting someone in ranked who has... Like, this guy probably has played the game at least 10 times as much as I have, right? So you'd expect him to beat me. In this case, I won because he seems like he was trying out something special. He's already the max rank, so he probably doesn't care that much. He already has all the rewards, but I should get rewarded more for beating him or something. Or he should get punished. No, he doesn't need... I don't think he needs to be punished more for losing to me, because it's my fight anyways. It's not his. But yeah, they either need to make it so you get rewarded more for beating someone of higher rank than you, or you get punished less for losing to someone of higher rank, or they need to make it so you just don't find people who are much higher rank. Like, I shouldn't run into anyone who's more than silver or something like that. Proboscis did more than his max health. Granted, he shielded 1400. But Proboscis only went off 3 times, according to that. Like, what is this? Okay, we could go with the temporary buff to Proboscis. A haste item I really don't need unless we got Yellow Wasp. Or Yellow Mantis, sorry. The temporary boost is okay. I mean, this is the last... This could potentially be the last day, so maybe I should just take the temporary boost and be happy with it. That's what I think I'm going to do. This is essentially double damage for Proboscis. And then I guess we just go here and really try and find some... Oh, there's Bulldozer, but it's a little bit too late for Bulldozer now. We're doing something else, Bulldozer. I'm sorry. I want to make room for a Bulldozer, just in case, like, this doesn't work, that maybe I could pivot over to him. Because it is already a gold Bulldozer. It's expensive for me to hold that, though. Okay, there's Green Wasp, fully upgraded. Walter Cooler, too late to make that happen. I do think Walter Cooler's funny. Alright, Lord of the Waste. Probably just go Lord of the Waste for maximum XP.
Yes, I will dance with you.
Although the crit doesn't benefit us that much because Proboscis can't crit. It's crazy that when first Aiden goes off, everything gets hasted. What a build. What a build. We somehow made Proboscis into, like, a power drill. Does 2,500 damage there. What do I want it to give me? If it gives me the skill, I'm not taking it. What is this? When you use an adjacent item, the other adjacent item charges the other adjacent item. I don't need that. Sorry, Yellow Pickle. I just want this to sell it. Upgrade an item. It's probably upgrade Blue Beetle, right? Let me sell this real quick. Because Proboscis only gets 4 damage, that's not worth it. Could get an extra haste out of Yellow Mantis, but I guess that would be... the crit, again, doesn't matter for us, so... I guess really just Blue Beetle freeze an extra thing, or get a skill, but I think the Blue Beetle might be more worth it. Or I could go Yeti Crab, buff Blue Beetle's poison more, but... we should definitely first get Diamond Blue Beetle. Alright, we got a monster fight. We might actually get to 14 if I do that, but then I'm skipping going to Kina. But we only have 2, and I guess first Aiden that we can even get anymore. So yeah, give me a monster fight. Sure, why not? Void Colossus. Do we even beat Void Colossus? I have no idea, actually. But we might, like, there's no reason not to take the fight. When you burn, charge a shield item. When you burn, haste an item. I would love that. Okay, he is going to apply so much burn, but since we're constantly going to get a little bit of shield... Yeah, he never actually got through the shield because we kept picking up, like, small 10 shield increments that were decreasing the amount of burn damage we were taking. And we did 3,700 damage from Proboscis. It's crazy. This bug core is so good. Ah, what the heck is this? I don't want this. Okay, another level up. Burn skills, shield skills. I think we just look at diamond skills, right? Give me something really good.
At last, here you are.
First 10 times you use the core? No. When you poison your items, you get 3 crit. I think I might just reroll. Like, this is okay, but... like, only these 4 items can crit that is currently highlighting. Give me some, like... when you use a weapon... Nope. That's not gonna work. First time, nope. Ah. Dang it. Knife tricks is funny. I've had a crazy knife tricks build before. I think it was power drill yo-yo right next to each other with knife tricks. And they would just like machine gun out and reduce their cooldown to like less than half. Ah, the only thing that does anything is tracer fire? Dang it, we really low rolled on that. I think we go here, infinite rerolls, and just look for like an enchantment or something. Could go Tinker. Don't think it's worth it. Curio, though. I think we go Curio and just spam out the rest of our money, huh?
Well, howdy, hero.
Alright. Got a lot of good stuff here. Should I make more room? I think, like, Satcom's not going to do anything no matter what. And that should be enough room for us to do stuff. I should give more poison, I think, to the blue... No, I shouldn't. I should give it to the green wasp. Because the blue beetle is getting poison from the Yeti crab. So, give me that.
Well, you're doing your part to clean up the bazaar.
This needs to make sure it goes to Yellow Mantis.
Trash is tragedy.
That'll be more damage. Okay, our inventory's full, so let's make sure. There. Give the proboscis 5 more damage. Make sure that doesn't go to Yellow or to First Aiden. Okay, let's grab some more stuff. 2% cooldowns, great. We got no shield items. Might as well take the max health. Might as well take the 1 regen. Go here. Ooh, lots more for the proboscis. Slow items, increase the time slowed. We'll put that on Black Spider because that'll be the best on him. Reduce an item's cooldown. Might be First Aiden makes the most sense for that because he hastes everything when he goes off. So let's reduce everyone's cooldown. Give me some max health. Give me some regen. I think Curio was a good place to go for the last one.
Well, you're doing your part.
Give me that. Give me that. It's a Black Spider. I want to get this. 1 second. Slow. Uh-oh. Did he actually land in the right spot? Yeah, he did. Okay, 2 more damage on the proboscis. I do think somewhere it should show that we have a temporary buff right now for 25 extra damage, right? It doesn't show it anywhere. And also, I think it's weird that it doesn't show when you're on last stand. Like, sometimes you can end up at 1 prestige just by, like, sheer luck. Like, if I lost on day 15 right now and went to 1, and there's no indicator that you're on last stand. So sometimes you could be at 1 and not be at last stand and not realize that you're not on last stand if you like walk away or you pause the run, come back later. Maybe you're thinking about something else and you forget.
Trash is tragedy. Reuse everything.
And we might as well just take that for making us as strong as possible. Okay, so do I want it to be First Aiden that gets the cooldown here? It's only 3%, unfortunately. It's a bronze item. That's going to haste everything by 2 seconds when he goes off. Yeah, I think we give it to him. Just that little bit more, right? He's now got a little bit less than 3.7 second cooldown. Okay, well, you know, we really got Proboscis to a pretty good number here. We're about to go into the last fight. Let's see if we can get Proboscis to one-shot this guy. When Black Spider goes off and then Eluso Rays go off right after that, let's see if Proboscis just straight up kills the guy. And I mean, even if it doesn't, we'll get to that. And what all does our build do? Oh, this, right. The first time you slow, we free, or the first time we freeze, we slow everything. Ooh, this guy's doing good. Actually, is he doing just as good as us? No. He lost 2 super early. He lost like maybe day 2 and day 3, or day 3 and day 4. Whereas we, I think, lost, yeah, we only lost day 4. This guy's already level 15. This guy might beat us, actually. Well, let's see how it goes.
I may be young for a captain, but I've seen my share of storms.
What's this guy got going on? Flagship. Double damage flagship. Ooh, and that thing with shield. That's interesting. But we should be able to freeze a lot of his stuff almost permanently. Oh, he did half of our health already. That's not good. Okay, we just barely took him out there. That's the highest we've seen Proboscis at. What is this? One shot, one kill. If you only have one weapon, it deals triple damage and has his cooldown reduced. Why didn't he lean into that? He must have had like a really bad thing going on. Like, why didn't he just go only flagship with this one shot, one kill? If he literally just took out this, I guess it was because this was shielded. But I feel like if he took this out for anything that's not a weapon, flagship would have just murdered us, right? Tool, property, friend, ammo. He has ammo. He has the tool. He doesn't have a friend or a property. I guess he maybe just got unlucky. Anyways, let's check. Proboscis did 5,000 damage. It apparently went off one time. But that's pretty close to Proboscis just one-shotting someone, right? Like, it doesn't get much better than that. I thought he had a different skill there. But yeah, the bug core is good. It does a lot. And we did something interesting here with the double Eluso Rays having slow off of our first freeze. Slow of everything, which I guess hit 1, 2, 3, 4 items in this case. Oh wait, Rowboat can get hit too. So yeah, it did hit 5 items. So Proboscis on its first round got pretty close to just killing this guy straight up. And then it just kind of burned to death with poison and fire. But there it is, 10 wins. We only lost day 4, and that was it. Is this the first video where we actually won a ranked game? I think it is. Normally I struggle. I'm definitely liking the bugs with Dooley. It gives you something else to do. Now I don't have to constantly go for power drill, although Proboscis was kind of like our power drill. But that's funny that we got a silver Proboscis to kind of just like kill everybody. That probably doesn't happen a lot. Although we did run into that pig who was trying the same thing. I wonder how it went for him. We got up to bronze 4. Wow, it takes forever, huh? I need to start using some of my rank tickets. We get some chests, so we'll open up the chests real quick, and then that'll be it. Alright. Show me some high-value things. I want to approach another character at some point. Rocket launcher for 50. I do use rocket launcher. Well, I guess I used it more before the bugs existed. Now I don't... I haven't picked it up once since I started doing the bug runs, but... That's only my second bug run. What am I even talking about? What the heck is this? This is a Mac item for sure. Incense. Sure, whatever. I don't even know what that does. Did give me 50 though. So we're at 600. I need to get to 1800 for another character. And 35 from repeater. Alright, well, I still need to get a lot more gems, but I have quite a few rank tickets. Maybe I should start using some of those. Get my rank up a little bit, get some more chests. But yeah, that was a good run with the new Dooley expansion. Our second run trying the Dooley expansion. And we got to try the proboscis thing using some stuff that you might not always see on Dooley, like Eluso Rays and the slow when you freeze. That actually made proboscis work pretty well. We even had slow when you slow get damage. That was the only reason that proboscis was working at all. Otherwise, it just wouldn't have had enough damage in the late game. But the fact that every single time you slowed, it also got 4 more damage. So by the end of the fight, it was, or like after the first salvo, it was already at 200 damage. If we had to go another round, assuming we could survive what they were doing, then proboscis would be doing like double damage and they would die pretty quickly. But anyways, that was a fun run. We got our first on-camera ranked win, and we got to use the new Dooley expansion some more. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we will be back with some more Bazaar. Hopefully I can unlock some more stuff so we could show it off, but otherwise I am having a lot of fun playing Dooley, especially now that I have the new stuff. But that's gonna do it for now. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Okie dokie. I think that's gonna do it for the stream as well. Those were some fun Dooley runs today. 2 Dooley wins in the stream today. And actually I only played 3 runs today. I played 1 before to make sure I unlocked the expansion before the stream started. So I won 3 runs today and only played 3. So let's look at our stats real quick, because that's going to obviously increase my win percent. I have 9-10 wins with Dooley. My 10 win percentage is going up a lot. I think the last time I showed it, it was like 22%. If you look at how many games played, I have 24 and 9 wins. I'm definitely getting better at the game. Obviously, I wasn't very good at Vanessa, and when I first started playing Dooley, I wasn't very good at Dooley either. But yeah, we're learning a lot about the game, get better. Got our 1 flawless victory the other day as well. I got more gold trophies than I have silver trophies. That's kind of weird. But anyways, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed. And we'll be back next week. We might be playing Bazaar. I don't know. I don't have anything planned for next week quite yet. But we'll be back Friday and probably Saturday as well.